So GrimDark. Such wow. Austin Powers reference.
Yeah, baby.
I'm trying to join the Twitch party, but I'm watching a commercial for a quinceañera.
That gives me about half a penny. Thank you.
Just keep refreshing the page.
I don't think it works like that anymore.
I hope not.
Hey, Bradley, I actually don't hear anything from Twitch.
Do it.
I actually don't hear anything from Twitch.
Not hearing anything. Why would we not be hearing anything?
Are you sure that you don't have Twitch muted?
No, I actually checked because usually I do.
Alright.
But I unmuted it for yesterday's game.
Cool. I just wanted to. I wanted to get that out of the way.
Because there's been zero change.
I'm joining.
Usually I'll get that echo where like we hear it in game and then we hear it on Twitch like 2 seconds later. And I'm only hearing us.
I'm watching the same commercial.
Oh, he got a whole penny now.
Nice.
Thanks.
Stogs.
High stocks. So we got
stonks or stonk.
Voice meter shows we've got.
Yeah, I can hear everything.
Going. You can?
I can hear it as well.
You fuck Brandon.
I don't have it muted. What's going on?
So Brandon's dead.
Oh my god.
Brandon, no. I smell dead people.
Gross.
That's weird.
That's worse than seeing dead people.
Yeah, are they in your fucking walls, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, at least if you see me, you can clean them up, right? If it's just smelling, it could be anywhere.
Really weird. Oh, hold on. Maybe I've got. Right. So the one thing that could be happening is I've just got my browser outputting to the wrong audio source. I'm gonna check that out real fast. But if everybody else hears it, then ignore me.
Yeah, if it's working,
Figure it
that's
out.
the main thing. No more Charlie Chaplin episodes. So when we last left off, y'all had
When was that?
last week on D&D. You had finally kind of pulled yourselves together, finished off what was plaguing the town, killed the witch, and decided we're going to GTFO, put this in our rearview mirror, and don't want to see it ever again.
Sounds good.
So y'all are heading.
I like
are you
it.
heading back to Menoris or just going straight on past?
I have no preference.
I honestly forget.
Who's our friend again? What's his name?
Seth.
No, I love Seth and all, and he's great, but we should probably get to destroying these stones as quickly as possible. Because now we have more than one, they're multiplying.
Yeah, we need to
tell him we're not going to be there for his wedding. I would hate to disappoint him again.
Now you say the wedding is probably another month off.
Yeah, we're not going to be around for that. In my humble opinion.
I mean, we could stop by and give him a wedding gift on the way out, but we ain't staying in town.
You want to give him one of those rocks?
Yeah, I mean, we got this. We could just put it in a nice smaller box.
Proximo just punches both Drake and Fang for that joke.
Oh yeah, and we had left off with a couple of rolls people had made. Now y'all don't know these mutations and abilities haven't kicked in yet. So the players know, but the characters don't know they have them yet. I did put the notes and the abilities on your character sheets already, though.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
You had such a good meme for it last time.
Yeah. Say we'll work out how it kicks in. Say the players know you got it, but the characters don't know it yet. I'm gonna wait till there's a situation that kind of triggers it. So you head on out. It's gonna take you. Give me. Hang on, I got a button here. I think I can check. Forgot I'd made a table for travel shit.
Mwahaha. Hey, Proximo, help me recollect. Did you know that the stone was broken by now? Like, I'm trying to remember the last half hour of our game before.
Stone was broken. What do you mean?
You said we had 2.
Yeah, we pulled the one out of the hag's mouth, the hag's nose.
Yeah.
We have more than
That's what I
one.
get for not getting a chance to go watch the last bits of the last session.
Yeah, we yanked it out of her nose.
Yeah,
I assume, was it like a piercing, Bradley?
Yeah, she basically kind of had it like if you'd see like almost like in the cartoons or something like a jungle person with a bone through their nose. She had a shard through her nose.
A septum piercing.
Yes.
Okay, no, that
Yeah. That's unsanitary. Like, you know, in these ages.
What are you gonna do? Put it in your fucking mouth?
No, I'm thinking, you know, like,
put that in your nose.
yeah.
Usually grind it up first.
Oh, yeah, that's the hit I needed.
Wow, really getting some celestial cocaine exalted vibes in here.
Oh. What?
That's a celestial cocaine and exalted is a thing that people can snort, and sometimes it gives you magic powers, and sometimes you die.
That's what my dealer calls it, but I have to pay extra for.
It's worth it.
It's worth
Magic
every
cocaine,
penny.
right? That's what it is.
I mean, that's exactly how Warpstone is in this, really. You can grind it up and snort it.
You know, you make a great point.
Similar concepts.
I don't recommend snorting Warpstone.
Well, you know from personal experience.
That just means that you're.
No, me as
Oh.
a player.
Okay.
It's a player.
So y'all roll in to Menoris about noon the next day, uneventful trip. So if there's anything you want to do here, you can. You got half. It's about noon.
I'm gonna go visit our friend Seth. Whoever wants to go with Proximo can just go with Proximo.
Who else going besides Proximo?
What are we doing?
He's gonna go talk to Seth. So really,
Yes, me.
Drake, Proximo, and Fang are the ones that know him the most. Kursk has met him. Everybody else has seen him in kind of passing and seen the others talk to him, but don't really know him.
I'm sure they don't know him, but I'm sure the other characters, Fang, Proximo, and Drake, have probably regaled everyone with tales of how this guy is
How much of a
just as good
badass.
as we are. Yeah, as much of a badass as anyone in this group is, for sure.
I'm sure
expecting,
Drake
like, a
has
ripped
definitely
barbarian
spoken
with
of
2 axes.
the Rat Mother event.
That's pretty much exactly what I'm expecting right now. Super rich, buffed like Son Goku.
So
I don't know
what's
if you're
going on,
that buff.
gentlemen?
That's
How
cool.
goes
Good.
it,
Just to say,
friends?
have a happy wedding.
Well, the wedding's not for another month.
Yeah, we're not sticking around. Sorry.
Why not? There's going to be festivities, lots of food.
Duty calls, Seth.
Things to do, empires to go do stuff with, and everything like that. Yeah, after I say here, I'm just gonna hand him 5 gold. And I'm gonna
Thanks.
subtract that from my thing.
What's this for?
Oh, it's just a wedding present.
Oh, many thanks, but there's no need for that.
You're
So is-
expensive.
So there's going to be another one of you. You could disappear for 3-4 months, then show back up.
It depends how long it takes to gain control of a continent of people.
He just kind of looks like, what? You know, the
Yeah,
raised
don't
eyebrow.
worry about him. He's fine. He just take the gold. Bye.
My people need me, Seth.
You don't understand. He must go.
Oh, so you're going real far away.
Yep.
Well, I hope to see you again one day. You know, you're always welcome here. Got a special place in everybody's hearts.
I'll tell you what, if I live that long, sure, but I'll also be really angry.
Griselda will
told-
miss you plenty if you don't come
Yes,
back.
if it is girl to know about this.
Proximal's like, yeah, totally.
She's actually
Bye.
she's the one who suggested this course of action.
Don't tell her you've got a hot date with a volcano, all right?
Oh.
Proximo has to make himself scarce.
At that,
Proximo has accidentally stumbled into every situation in this completely against his will.
at that point, nobody noticed, but all of a sudden you see like these two little old wrinkled hands come up from behind Proximo, like cover his eyes. Guess who?
Uh-oh.
Hi there, sugar tits.
She calls me short.
Can I
Get me out of this.
can I take some warp damage for that?
I'm gonna need some. Yeah, I'm gonna need to roll 1d10 psychic.
So, yeah, Grelda catches you before you leave and is pulling you towards her home.
I'm gonna shut her down.
Whoa.
Tell her that we're getting ready to go already and we're not sticking around for very long. Well, I'll be back in,
Is that a will save?
I hope not.
So you planning on leaving me again, are you?
Oh, come on. You know I was. I mean, really, come on. What indication did you have that I was gonna be staying? I'll be coming back around town. Eventually I might settle down, but right now I got people who need me.
That's
not
because
what
it's
you
the first
told
time
me
he's
last
actually
time.
been here to interact with her.
Well, then we need one more row before you go.
Ugh.
And she grabs you, so you can try to resist the grapple if you want, but she's pulling you home.
Elle would
yeah.
like
I'm gonna
Elle
have
would
to
like
resist
to Elle would actually like to try to assist her in a way by playing a romantic tune.
Do you really want to go into PvP?
Well, who's
gonna use
PvPing?
his-
You and Grelda? Or you?
No, me and him. I'm gonna break his instrument. Turn around and smash it.
With his face.
My action search and run away.
So you try resisting, but the music and her will is too much.
Oh my god.
She gets it's mood music.
And about 5
gonna
minutes
help.
later, he comes out. He's done.
5 minutes. Dear God, man.
He faked the orgasm.
Yeah, I gotta go by.
He just spit on her back.
Oh.
It just keeps getting worse.
Hell yeah. I'd get
Yeah,
okay.
well, it's definitely not getting better.
So, y'all finish anything you're doing in town, hang out. Are you gonna half a day left? You gonna try to take that, or are you gonna just wait for morning?
I say we just get moving.
Yeah, I don't
forgot
see any
what,
reason for me to stay.
Are we in a more hospitable season again?
Y'all are in, what is this? End of March. So y'all have got like spring storms and stuff coming in. I mean, it's good, good weather, but you've got storms you're dealing with here and there.
The good shit.
Okay, so y'all head on out and you travel for a couple of days, heading back towards the direction that Leora and Leora, Elle, Little Mouse, everybody had come from the west. You travel about 2 days, and misty light showers here and there, but come near the end of the evening of the second day, storms really pick up, and it's getting bad. And as you're going, you can start hearing the braying and howling of creatures of some kind. It's almost like you would think very large goats and cattle mixed in with maybe some wolf and dog, various different ones. It's almost confusing, and you hear like definitely the scream of a deer.
Is this like all at once?
You know,
Or
this is
within
like
a
as y'all are
span?
traveling, y'all are starting to hear this, and it's closing. It's getting closer towards y'all. Unless you're going to stop, are you going to keep going? Or you want to investigate it? But the sound
Is it one voice or is it just a cacophony of animals?
it sounds like a larger group.
Yeah, I'm
It's
definitely gonna. Once it gets to a point of being like, once it gets to a point where it's clear that it's like following behind us, Proximo's definitely gonna turn around and check it out.
Well, it doesn't necessarily appear to be following you. It's in the woods, like to your north. It seems like it's getting closer, but it's almost like Drake. You would know like animals on a hunt.
But there's both predator and prey in that chorus.
Yeah, but the goat and the bovine in there, that's what it's reminiscent of. But it sounds, if you could put it like angry and very bestial. But those are the type of sound, the braying you're hearing.
And just to clarify, it sounds like separate voices, or it sounds like a mixture of them in one.
It's different ones because you can hear it from one sounds closer a little bit than the other. You can kind of hear the movements as they're changing. Now there's a lot of thunder going on, the rain coming down, so it's not super clear on everything. Unless you're stopping to try to investigate, if you're continuing to travel, what's going on?
I mean, if they sound like they're getting closer, and I'm getting some kind of idea that it's just, I know, I assume I know a predator tracking something, or I'm getting that sense.
Yeah, but this doesn't. While they're reminiscent of natural creatures, there's also something unnatural about the sound, the way that the calls come in.
Something unnatural.
Oh, based on travel time, are we still wounded? Have we healed?
I'm gonna say that y'all rested enough. Just forgot about that. Why that did not take everybody all the way up, but
I got half my hit dice back, so I think some of your magic is working.
well, I did a long rest, so that should have done everything. But you've only got half your hit die.
Yeah.
Do you have more now?
I have 4 out of. I should have 5 because 5 is my level, right?
Yeah. Did it change now?
Yep.
Okay. It only took 3 long rests.
Well, now that we've rested for an entire month,
Yeah, we may as well wait for the wedding now. Fuck it, let's go back.
Yeah, screw this. This trail's horrible. Let's go
It's
back
got
to the
the
wedding.
option in here to use the grim or perilous, whatever the thing is. The option is because it's actually in 5e, which means when I do a short rest, it should do 24 hours, but it's not. Anyway, so
But
y'all
it's
have-
not.
Yeah,
All our numbers are good. We're just fudging it anyway.
y'all are good. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say that maybe I was because we've got a cart and horses, right? Or
I'm trying to
I forget how
think.
we're traveling.
Well, you've got the cart.
We're
you
just
did
carrying
not-
it ourselves.
No, I say Kursk has been pulling it mostly because he doesn't tire out, because your horses y'all had to eat horses when they were in the cave. So unless y'all, I can say like in the village if y'all wanted to pick some up or something.
Oh, bro. I mean, guys, would we have bought new horses back in Minoris? I mean, Kursk is working really hard.
I would say that if the option was available to us, then I mean, absolutely we would.
I mean,
have.
I'll put 4 gold towards horses.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. I don't know if I want to put my own gold towards the horses because let's be real.
Wow.
I ran into you guys in Minoris. I wasn't really all buddy with you yet. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, okay? This relationship it's a budding relationship, but we got to set boundaries.
Well, horses are not cheap, so y'all will get a better price in Minoris due to the fact of being known, but base price is 25 gold. So
For a horse?
And that's technically base price is 50 gold, but I have that since I give out fewer gold as well. I have the player's handbook price, so that's base 25. So I'm gonna say somebody roll me. Who's gonna be trying to get something?
When are we getting it?
Would you say that while you were there you did this?
While we stopped to say goodbye to Seth.
I would have probably tried to roll over toward the stables, or the simple version because Minoris is still growing. But I would have definitely grabbed Fang's arm and like, come here.
Is there any room for negotiation on these horses?
Well, that's what I say. It depends on who's talking to them, where it's going to be, because Fang, Drake, and Proximo are well known here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Are we kind of like local? Are we like local legends?
Then if we're kind of retconning this and doing a quick like go back to get the horses, I'll give all 3 of them a bardic inspiration to use as they please.
Well, you can just do it on one person. It'll be one check.
Okay, then yeah, whoever is going to be doing it, I give bardic inspiration to.
Okay, so
as we're walking over, I'm just whispering to Fang. Look, we really need horses, but I'm kind of learning that I'm a little bit gruff, right? I think you come off a little bit easier on the people here.
Well, I mean, I can give it my best shot.
I just kind of stare down at my muddy clothes.
Okay, so if Fang's doing the check, you're well known here. You can have advantage on your persuasion, and then you're giving him a inspiration die.
What am I am.
So that's another D8 on top of that.
Correct.
You want me to roll the D8 first?
Sure, roll that, and then you can add that to your check.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Okay, so, throw me a D6. Very nice. So, real friendly with these people. Talking about leaving, they're going to miss you. They want to help you out. They had actually had some traders come in. They got a good deal on some horses. So, I'll give you 50% off that. So, $12.50 per horse.
Nice.
Ah, bless your soul.
We got the savings, so we can pass it on to you.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is the first horse dealership.
So we're looking at what, 25 gold total?
12 gold, 50 silver for a horse. That's all you need to pull the wagon. If you want two, of course, add them up. No, I don't think. Or you're wanting to try to get some for everybody to ride, then you'll have to.
No, we've got a cart. I mean, everybody can sit in the friggin' bucket. It's okay.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking more like pack animal. Yeah.
These are
Something
draft
just
horse.
to transport our heaviest stuff.
Yeah, this will be a draft horse.
Yeah.
Riding horses are more expensive.
We have to name it so we get attached.
Well, hold on. We're getting 1 or 2. We got a really good deal, and I could put 10 gold down on this.
So, 12.50 or 25 gold.
Are we going to be able to take them with us?
We're not leasing them; they're ours.
No, I know, but when we get to the docks.
He means like
No.
yeah. He means like, are we going to actually be able to make the trip with them?
Well, that's not up to me, actually. I don't know what happens at the dock. I've never been to the ocean.
Apparently, we just eat them.
All right, Drake put down 10, right? You said 10.
That's on the table.
I mean, if we want to, I'll put down the other 15.
So if that's brought up, Leora would know that depending on the size ship and depending on the captain, yes, you can transport equestrian creatures. But
Yeah,
it
but
just
they're gonna
depends
eat
if the boat's large enough or built for such a movement.
Well,
It is
tradition
probably
states when you get to
cheaper-
the beach, eat the horse.
It's probably cheaper to just buy new horses after you get off the ship.
I honestly don't know how far it is from here to the coast. That's a new word for me, actually. Coast.
Well, I guess might as well just.
But you know what? Old man's putting down more money than me, so yes, we're in. 2 horses.
Okey-doke.
Well, hold on. If we can avoid what? I'll put down enough for 1 if we think we're gonna abandon it, but not for 2. Jesus.
You're stretching the limits of my mathematical skills here.
Oh, it's not my fault they're so tiny.
Let's just have a backup horse then, yeah.
All right, cool.
Better
If we're gonna buy 1 horse, Proximo will just he'll make up the other 250.
Wait, no, he said backup horse. So
I
you
mean-
do.
I'm the backup horse. All right.
No. I mean, if you're volunteering.
I've been pulling the thing so
Can we just buy
far.
a fucking donkey?
Now,
All right, we're buying
Kursk's
a
full name
horse.
is Kursk, backup horse, last name.
Yeah, that's his actual last name. His last name. Last name.
Oh, he's French.
Every single vowel has an umlaut on it.
So you're getting 1 or 2?
One, it sounds like.
One.
Okay, just mark off your gold.
Well, wait, so what gold are we marking off, guys? Because I threw down 10 if we were getting 2 horses.
I thought you said you were just throwing down.
Well, you
10.
know what? You can put down 5 for 1, and I'll pay and I'll pay the other 7.5. You little pansy.
What did
Fine.
y'all do last session? We bitched about horses.
This is D&D.
You're just making this so much harder than it needs to be.
It was all Austin Powers and bitching about horses.
It was the best game of D&D I've ever played.
This is exactly what this game means. We're living in the world, y'all. If we were there, we would be bitching about the coins.
Maybe.
No, I would be dead.
I would somehow still be alive because I'm trying to die too much.
All right, so we have 1 horse. What are we naming it? Somebody said we had to name it.
Oh yeah, we gotta name it. We gotta give it a name.
I
That way,
named
when
the
it
last
inevitably
one.
dies, we all have to be really sad about it.
Samuel.
What was that, Deft?
I named the last 2. This is all you guys.
Clops.
Clops it is.
I was gonna say I'm gonna call him Herbie, but okay.
Fully loaded?
Wasn't
I
that
like
in
Kirby.
The Witcher?
Kirby's
Like, clip
good.
and clop?
Yeah. All right. We have to give him like a really cute name so it digs really deep when it dies later.
Oh my god.
I'm voting for Herbie. I like Herbie the horse.
Herbie the love bug.
Hervey it is.
Excellent. All right, come on, Herbie.
Okay, so you've got Herbie, Lovebug, whatever you got. Now we're back to this. So you hear the braying and the howling. Are you continuing on or stopping? What was the? I don't remember what y'all were doing.
Oh, right. We were retconning something. So coming back forward. Anyone else not really liking those sounds? I really think I need to go check that out.
I think I'm gonna go too, actually. I'm not a huge fan of it either. I may not know much about hunting, but we shouldn't be hearing that kind of stuff for this long, you know?
Okay, so y'all are stopping, getting ready as you hear the sounds coming closer, and then you hear like the death screams of a deer as it appears like whatever is happening was chasing it, and then it goes quiet except for the sound of the storm.
Are we still in daylight?
It's getting near evening, but it's very dark because of how overcast it is and the storm that's going. Very unpleasant weather. It's not cold. It's a cool rain because it's still spring, but it's pretty heavy downpour. A lot of thunder and lightning going on. Say this is between. You could hear all this going on in between the wind howls when it would stop, or when between thunderclaps.
Who all's in the besides Proximo? Is it just us two, or who else is trying to case the perimeter?
Kursk will assist.
Now, are y'all going out trying to look for what was making this sound? Because at the moment, it's all stopped.
I'm gonna watch the horses.
Convenient. the horse. Or are you also watching Kursk?
Yes. I have to make sure nothing happens to our modes of transportation.
We must protect Herbie and Chris.
Herbie above all.
Oh no. As we're hopping out of the cart and kind of getting a sense of I don't know, the lay of the land, just feeling out the moment. It definitely feels like something's keeping up with us and getting closer. I want to do a nature check and see if I can tell if I have a better sense of where that last noise came from.
Sure.
Or
Say,
whatever check makes more sense.
Give me survival, but it's your favored, but it will be because of all the rain and mud and everything going on. It'll be just a normal check, not with advantage.
Oh, there's the tower.
You know that it was basically behind you and basically like at a 2 o'clock angle from behind you.
So if 12, wait.
If
What was
12 is
forward?
due north, you're on the road going east-west. 12 is
Ah.
due north, so about a 2 o'clock angle behind you is where it came from. But that's about all you can discern between with the heavy rain, how slick the roads are becoming, and then the sound stopping. That's about all you know. You don't know how far or anything.
Um, do I feel like we should keep going or not?
Well, hold on, Drake. Are there any tracks? Maybe the rain probably washed them away, but maybe there's something on trees. Claw marks or such. My eyes are old, I can't see them.
Yeah, that was his check earlier. There is nothing he can
Okay.
tell from the sound, because it's nothing that was coming from your direction. It was from behind you, moving closer.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got a real uneasy feeling, Drake, that this is something you're just like, yeah, this doesn't feel right.
Look, I can't put my finger on it, but I think we should brace up here. Maybe something might be coming. We can. No, fuck it. Something is coming. All right, that's what's going through my veins right now.
It's also
We should
starting
take
to
the
get
moment.
dark, Drake.
To set up some defenses and light some fires and keep it all lit and clear. Are we near like a nice open eddy like off the trail?
No,
Like
y'all are on the road. You've got the forest closes up on each side of the road. You've got basically a cart and a half width. Now it's open above you for the most part. Some of the trees fold over to make kind of like that canopy here and there. But yeah, it's coming down. You know that you're going to have almost an impossible time trying to get any kind of fires lit and stay lit in this storm. And it's starting to get dark for Drake. Dark for everybody, but especially Drake.
yeah. He swallows really hard. There's something coming from behind. Yeah, but that's not today.
So you're saying we should hold up here?
Yes, that. And definitely set some defenses. There's been lots of wildlife in our wake. Something seems to be rolling in our direction. And I don't know what it is, but it's getting closer and it feels off.
Drake, Elle, and Leora, during a flash of lightning, you catch a little bit of movement in the tree line. You're not sure what it is, but you could swear it's almost like one of you says, "No, that did you see that?" And it like, was that a goat walking on 2 foot? And like, no, that was definitely like a cow over there. And y'all are pointing at 2 different things, and you
Like
barely
different
make out the
directions?
shape, but you could swear that it was like a bipedal goat and cow.
I'm sorry. Are we like pointing different directions, or because you said different things? Do you mean like
Yeah, you're
different
pointing
ways?
like, hey, over there, and you're both kind of pointing near the same area, but we were back pointing towards different directions in the same area.
Hmm.
I think it might be time to get going.
And Leora, you saw both.
I think it's definitely time to get going.
I agree. Let's move.
Well, hold on. The entire time, or the entire reason we stopped is because we might have had the opportunity to like set up some kind of response.
I don't think there's any time at all that, if I'm going to be honest, I think we need to just keep moving and hopefully find a better place. Actually, maybe can I do a check to see what do I think about this current area that we're in? Do I feel safe here, or am I like, yeah, this is not a good place to be. Let's get the fuck out.
You don't need to roll for that. You're in the middle of a storm with forest closed in on you on the road on both sides for as far as you can see. The roads are slick with mud. There's some strange creatures of some kind out there, and you're in the open and wet.
Yeah, this isn't a good place.
You know what? I'm sold on the whole move thing. It's getting creepy dark, so let's just fucking run. I'm gonna book it toward the cart and just say go, and try and maybe maintain a watch out the back.
Okay, who's going to be trying to... Because when you're just normal traveling, it's no big deal. Anybody can kind of hold the reins and like, come on, go. If y'all are trying to make haste, who's going to grab the reins and have to get and go?
So is Little Mouse in the cart with us?
I've got pretty good. I'm a pretty perceptive person.
Yes.
I got some good eyes, so I'll lead the. I guess I'll grab the reins, and because I'm assuming I'm pulling it, like the reins. I'm standing in front of the.
No, you're sitting on the cart and.
Oh, I'm sitting on the cart.
Yeah, directing. Do you know how wagons work?
I was gonna say.
Well, you said this.
You don't pull the horse. But
hang on. This cart. I'm trying to imagine this cart. I'm imagining the hand cart you said Kursk has been pulling this whole time. I'm not imagining an actual like sitting cart.
Yeah, no, this is one with a seat. Y'all had horses.
Okay.
Kursk has been pulling because he's got special boots that don't let him tire out.
So
just
he's
can't
been
run.
pulling this like massive cart, maybe not massive, but this big old cart that's actually got a seat on it this whole time.
yeah, he's been throwing a Conan this whole time.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't realize the cart was that big.
Since for the last 3 months, yes.
Okay. I mean, I guess
Every day has been leg day.
I'll take the reins. Yeah, why not?
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
This could only go poorly.
It's okay.
You know what?
You could bardic inspire the horses.
Yeah, I'm inspired. Hang on a sec. I made a thing for this. How do I use it? Yeah, that's an 8. Plus whatever. So 8 on top of whatever that is. That was a fucking great bardic inspiration right there, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good thing you got that because you rolled a 2. Your modifier brought that up to a 5. So
I turned it to a 15, everybody. Magic.
Yeah,
no,
so
8 plus 5 is 13.
Yeah, so that's good enough that you don't
Magic, like he said.
Math is magic. Listen, I went to Bard College, not college.
As y'all started taking off into a trot and moving into a run, these creatures, there's 5 of them break from the tree line. It looked from as they break through, it looks like they were trying to start surrounding your area. One of them definitely has like the head of a bull with the horns curving downwards and forwards, but the teeth and the flash of the lightning, you can see like sharp teeth in the head. Another one has 2 of them actually have more goat appearance in the face. One of them looks fairly emaciated and thin, but with a very large dog head. And the 4th one, you're guessing something between a bovine and a goat. There's no horns, and it's a bit smaller than the others, and they're all just kind of loping along. The dog-headed one has extremely long legs, and it's out front of the others and making ground.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him the
Well,
Klingon
I'd hate
war.
to be the only one not shooting right now.
I'm gonna give the old Klingon war cry and say, perhaps today is a good day to die.
Kursk will give it an angry look since he possesses no ranged weaponry.
Okay.
I have a
You
I have
possess some
a,
hatchets that you actually killed people with?
I have a longbow. I'll pull that out.
Well, you're handling the cart.
Oh shit, that's right. Never mind.
Shit, I rolled a 9. Never mind.
Nice, a good chase sequence.
Instead, Drake pulls out his dagger and starts running directly at the enemy.
Yeah, and you jump out and charge it. No, you got that dagger in hand, just like, oh, you get close, son of a bitch, in your mind. I'm gonna say that because of the storm, the wetness, the lurching cart, who would have been the very back two? I'm assuming Drake, and who else?
I'll probably be across from Drake on the other side of the cart.
Okay,
When I pull the dagger out, I feel like there's something in me that would have just been like, well, shit, like peel to the side and let somebody else take a shot, because I'm waiting for my turn.
Yeah.
So who was it?
I would say with all this going on, this isn't this is not a large cart. So whoever's going to make their ranged attacks at it's going to be disadvantage. Because this cart's bouncing and sliding around, rain's beating down on you, it's getting dark, lightning's flashing. So go ahead, take your shots, but you say it'll be at disadvantage.
I'm gonna glance back towards Leora as I kind of get out of the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna take an aim shot and also a call shot. I'm gonna aim for the knees on whatever one looks fastest.
Is call shot one of your
would be the
abilities
dog
or
one.
something?
So advantage.
Now you say a call
disadvantage.
shot, is that one of your abilities?
No, that's just something you can do. You can like aim for a part. And
Well,
give
say
yourself
because now
disadvantage.
you used to you could do call shots. 5th edition they took that out. So
Did they?
yeah. Now Kelso may let you do it, or at 5th edition they removed call shots because call shots were back in the day when you did those it was a -4 to hit for a call shot.
I think Castler probably runs it different.
Yeah, he mixes in some
I
stuff.
just take a shot.
So it'll be a normal shot since you're doing the aim, since you have disadvantage.
I wouldn't know anything about mixing editions. Definitely not an exalted.
I will.
You shut up about that?
I'm going to, since I'm sitting up closer to the horses, or probably right next to them. Can I wait to see if something tries to jump out in front of the cart?
Sure.
Cool.
So you go ahead and take your shots, whoever's doing it.
You want us all to just do it at once?
Yeah, whoever. I mean, it's not worried about initiative order because y'all are.
Oh, I didn't roll
ahead
with
of them.
disadvantage. Let me redo that. I know I hit, but I'm gonna redo it anyway.
I forgot to give myself disadvantage, so that rolled with advantage.
So roll them over. There we go, Proximo.
Oh, a nice fat one. Hell yeah.
Oh,
it's still a hit.
So roll percentile dice, Proximo.
How I die.
Yeah, it's just flat out. It's right as you're pulling the trigger, a big clap of thunder hits, and it kind of startles you, and you just kind of off your aim straight up, like right above its head.
Now there's a dead owl. Good job.
Oh, I don't care. Who do you think I am, Blaskin? think Proximo cares about a dead owl.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's a solid shot. Thuds into it. Give me another animal handling check.
Okay. So I think that I've done this correctly. I'm gonna give this second test. Target myself.
It's okay, Nick. We're just all relying on you.
Okay. I've given my. Oh wait, it's not a D10.
No pressure.
Remove. Can you remove that that effect from me?
Yeah, oh, you can too. If you put it on you, you can do it also. If you
I
go to
can?
the little effects, the looks like the winged boot or a pick or whatever.
It's not letting me.
It's gone now.
Thank you. Oh, I'm stupid. I was clicking Drake.
Why are you trying to remove my boots?
All right. Okay, I fixed it. All right. Targeting myself. Effect. Okay. So now if I do animal handling, it should.
No, because that's only giving you attack and save.
Oh, you're right.
They should have check in there. Yeah, you just
He's
gotta
up at the
put-
front of the cart trying to figure out his next song. Like, no, it's really
There. Just take add the 5 to it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm still
you're-
working on it.
Yeah, you've got kind of getting a better handle on this, and you're starting to pull away with that attack into the thing. Kind of put it off center, slowed it down a little bit as you're gaining. And if you want to take another shot, everybody can. Otherwise, y'all are pulling away from them. That's up to you if you
Take one
want to
more.
attack or not.
There's my 20. No sneak attack. Oh well.
Yeah, that one catches him right in the leg, and he just kind of stumbles forward into the mud. And you hear them all howling in anger as y'all leave him behind. Travel on. The rain keeps coming down for another probably 45 minutes. And during one of the lightning flashes, you can see looks like a river up ahead. And beside it, there looks like a walled in inn. From what you can tell, it's traveling in. A lot of them throughout the land, when there's no towns close by, they will have their own kind of walls for protection. And what you see... This is the only map I got, so... Y'all are approaching...
question mark. Oh, never mind.
Y'all are coming in. Let me clear the combat tracker real quick. I'm just going to put the horse there. So that's where y'all are coming in, or coming down the road there. You see the fork to the south of you, or to your right. Looks like it leads, that's where the river is. Looks like there's a dock and a wharf there. Some little building, which you're assuming to be probably where the ferryman would be. And then the compound ahead of you. Big double doors.
So 2 is the building, and then big building
No,
right in front of them.
number 1 is the dock. Number 2 is a wharf.
Oh,
and-
okay. So the black square. Up
The black
on top
square
of
is
the
an actual building.
Okay.
The walls of this thing around the compound are about 12 foot tall.
Fuck it, I'm jumping out of that cart immediately if we're... Well, I don't know. I don't have much sight forward, so I guess I'm still just kind of waiting on hearing what's going on. Like, we're watching out the back window.
Yeah, say y'all have left the basic beastmen behind. Say y'all have traveled for another 45 minutes. It's You're assuming it's past dusk now because it's very dark. The only lights you've had is the lightning coming down, and this is what you've approached.
All right. Well, I'm taking very brief glimpses out through like a seam in the cart. So the second the wall comes up with like some of their torches or whatever they have on the outside of the gate, I'm gonna run toward it and just start like beating on the gate.
Actually, there are no torches. Nothing. There's no light.
Oh shoot! Okay, then.
What are you doing, El?
I'm sorry, I was just testing.
Okay, I say whatever you did it perfectly.
Oh, it rolled the D. Did it roll the D8?
Oh, I don't. You got a +9 on it, so yeah, effect 1d8. Yes, and you rolled a 20. Yeah, so you got 29 total on that.
So it rolled a D20, a D8, and then it added 9.
It just says D20 + 9.
Damn
the
it.
acrobatics,
Okay, so it's
your
not working.
proficiency times 2, and it says effect 1d8.
You just blew a D20. What the?
Oh, I rolled a crit?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, then in order to do something cool with that, when we pull in here, I would like to do, like, a flip or something off. I fucking rolled a 20 for it, and I wasted it.
So you come screeching to a halt
power
before this door, and you kind of like go to fall out into the mud. And you just kind of like roll across the horse's back, and then like land in front, and like kind of petting its ears, like, "Hey, good boy." I meant to do that.
I face plant into the cart.
Yep. It was beautiful. Okay, so we're safe now. We're within the wall. These creatures aren't following us.
No,
All
you're
my
outside of
companions
the
are
wall.
here.
You're outside of the wall. The creatures you've left behind, but you don't know if they've continued following or not, or if there's more of them out there. It's still, the storm's still raging, and you're now in front of a 12-foot wall with 12-foot tall doors that are closed.
I would like to knock on the
Nothing's
doors.
I'm frantically lighting a torch in the cart.
So I like this is what happens then. I do my flip and I land next to the horse, basically pet it, say good boy, and then I run to the door and I start pounding on it.
Okay, you're pounding on the door. There's no answer.
Can I try and push it and see if maybe it's unlocked?
Yeah, you push, pull. It seems that it's barred from the inside.
Oh, all the guards went to sleep.
Yeah. Now, is there any light or smoke or anything coming from this place?
That's all right. There's also barred on the outside.
Do I see smoke rising from a chimney or anything?
Curse quiz.
From what you can tell, no. Say the walls are 12 foot high. You're not seeing any lights or anything. If there's smoke, there's too much rain and wind to smell it.
Does it look like the walls might be possible to climb?
You can attempt to. Say they're 12 foot tall and rain soaked, so it'll be athletics or acrobatics, or actually it'd be athletics but with disadvantage.
We're nice and lit inside.
Unless you
We
got
have plenty of
something,
rope.
some other way to help.
I like how you corrected acrobatics, athletics, and then you realized, oh, you know what? Just athletics.
Well, yeah, because I'm like, oh, you can do this, but I'm like, oh, there's not really a good way to parkour up a rain-slicked wall that's like.
I would
90
like to
degrees.
make an argument that if somebody gave me a really strong boost and like threw me up, I could probably acrobatically reach the top of the wall and then just kind of vault myself over it the rest of the way.
I will throw up for you.
You'll throw me up there?
No, he said he'll throw up for you.
Oh, throw up for me. Got it.
I mean, I think Proximo or Curse could toss somebody over.
I'm just sitting really happy inside the cart with a nice lit torch going.
I'm just saying. I think 12 feet would be, that's fine.
Surmountable.
That's definitely surmountable. Yeah. Acrobatically speaking, not just athletically.
Yeah, it's got to get the acrobatics part's not going to help. It's athletics because you're going to have to get a good grip on it and pull yourself up. So
Well,
now,
but what I'm
if
I'm
you
trying to
have
make an
somebody
argument for like the
helping
pole
you-
vault though.
Now, if you've got, let's say, Kursk and Proximo helping boost you up, then it'll be a regular straight roll, no disadvantage.
What if? Hear me out. Kursk, we tied a rope to his battle axe and he threw it over the wall.
Okay.
What if
Does anybody have
I-
a climbing kit?
What if I tied a rope to you and threw you over the wall?
I don't know if you're strong enough. I'm going to be honest, Kursk.
I'd love to see that, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
This is like the
Kursk
janky-
immediately enters rage and throws Fing over the wall.
This is like the jankiest grappling hook I've ever heard of. It's just a battle axe.
It's the only one we have.
Yeah, so you're going to have to chunk it and hope that it lands and thuds into the wall with the.
It doesn't have to
edge
thud
of
into the
blade.
wall. It just has to get caught on the top.
I'm picturing it going over and like where the blade's burying into the side of the wall to hold.
I
imagine
feel like Proximo and Kursk just like boost up someone to the top of the wall and they carry a rope over. And then bada bing bada boom, we're in.
Well, I am not as athletically inclined, so it's not gonna be me.
Oh,
Hang on.
it should probably be Leora, because we might need to be sneaky about this. I don't like the idea of the town guards coming back and seeing someone unbarring their gate.
What are they gonna do? Stop us?
Yes, that's exactly what they're gonna do.
You don't have a lot of confidence in us, do you?
We've been kicked out of 90% of the towns we've been in.
I grab
Okay, I'll
Fang's
put your
head and just
tokens
like,
on there so y'all can move to where you're wanting to be and do whatever.
Proximo like grabs
Ooh.
Fang's head and like, give me a good reason why I should have a lot of faith in us. Come on, give me 2 or 3 even.
He's gonna wink and blow a kiss at you.
Exactly, none. What do you say about that, Leora?
All right, give me a boost.
All right, let's go. You there, big one, do the thing.
Okay.
He has a
There's you a
name.
wagon, Drake.
Oh, good. Now I'm in the wagon.
So just a flat athletics.
Okay, so who's doing what?
I think Proximo and I are trying to boost her so she gets a little bit extra height on this wall.
I have made a fort under this blanket.
Okay, so yeah, so give me a just regular athletics check. And are you just going over by yourself? What's the situation?
I'm hopefully going over and I'm gonna pop whatever lock is there so the others can get in.
Okay, so they've hoisted you up, you've grabbed the side and holding it, and now you're 12 foot up. So that's still a pretty good drop. So on that one, you can give me an athletics or an acrobatics to try to not hurt yourself.
I will gladly give you an acrobatics for that.
Because that one you can tumble or something as you try to hit. Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. You kind of lower yourself down by your arms as much as possible, and then as you hit the ground, you roll perfectly as you touch. Come up, you're a bit muddy, but yeah, there's a bar across there. You can remove it, and everybody can come in.
I'll lift it up.
I will go in.
You're now free to roam about the country.
Is this technically breaking and entering?
Yes.
We didn't break
There's
anything. We're just entering.
We're breaking the law. There is no technically about this. This is just absolutely a breaking and entering. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think you're overestimating the law here.
Are you just gonna keep saying shit like that for the rest of the time? I don't care about it. Give me a good reason not to.
Who out here enforces it?
Probably the people inside the gate.
Well, then they'll be glad to see us. We'll tell them some hooligans just opened their gate.
Did you just wake up stupid today?
No.
Are y'all
Box 'em
bringing
up.
the horse and wagon in, or what are y'all doing with
Oh,
it?
of course. Yeah, 100%.
Should we close the gate again after we're all in? I feel like we should close the gate again after we're all in.
Okay, you see the building immediately to your left. Looks like the inn. Looks like probably you would guess a stable house directly ahead of you. And to the north of it looks like probably a barn.
So stable house, barn. I guess let's check out maybe the stable. Let's get the horse and the cart put away first. And then we'll go check out the inn.
Why does this feel really suspicious? It just feels so suspicious.
This tavern is sus.
Or I don't know. Do you guys want to leave? Do you want to leave the horse out right here real quick so we can like figure out what's going on here?
Yeah. Now,
Keep an eye on it.
As
I'm
you're in
peeking
the
out from
courtyard
inside
now,
the cart.
you can see like underneath the doorway and like crack where the windows are all shuttered, but where there's small cracks are, you see light from inside.
Where's the door? On this map, which of these indents is the door? Thank you. Is the door locked?
Yes. But you do, as you get up to the door, you can hear sounds of like, merriment, sort of, not like ruckusness, but just some talking, a couple of laughs. You hear like, glasses clank together.
I raise my arm to knock on the door, but before I do, I turn and look at the rest of the group and see if anybody has anything to say.
I'm cold and wet and want to go inside.
I'm peeking through the curtains of the cart. Is there light at the building?
On the outside, no, but you see it's, like I say, spilling under the door frame, the cracks in the shutters and stuff like that. You can see light from inside the building.
Let's go inside.
So I knock on the door. I say, well, it's locked, and I start knocking on.
Okay, you start knocking, all of a sudden you hear like everything just like go silent, and like some like the chairs like that's kind of not the record scratch, but the like everything stops and gets quiet. And
do I hear any sound coming closer to the door?
You wait just a moment, and
because if not, I want to announce myself. I don't want to like scare or surprise them all. So if I don't hear like an immediately like who's this, go check the door, then I'm gonna just shout like hello, it's cold and wet out here, and we would like to dry off, please.
Oh, this is the guard shack.
We totally broke your gate.
This is 100% going to be the barracks, isn't it?
Look how big it is. That is not the barracks.
Well, above the door, you see, if you look on the map I shared, the hooded man, you've got like that's the sign hanging above this door.
Oh fuck!
In the upper right corner.
But I try to make that sound as just as innocent and just as normal as possible.
Right.
Like, it's cold, it's wet out here. Can we please come in?
Say a few moments of silence pass, and then you hear like the door being unbarred, and a very, very corpulent man opens it up. He's like, "Oh, what can I do for you?" And he kind of looks around outside, seeing who all's there.
I give him a big smile and I say, well, hello there, sir. Me and my companions, we were traveling the roads tonight, and we got caught up in this storm. We're all very wet and very cold. We would like to come in to warm up, dry off, and rest.
He seems a bit pushed. He's like, don't really have room.
Well,
How many of them are you? As he kind of looks around.
Oh, there's 6 of us, right? No, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, little mouse.
So 7 and a horse.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're right. There are 7 of us, and our what did we name the horse?
Herbie.
And our horse Kirby.
Herb with an H.
Herbie.
Herbie.
This is important.
Guys, he's getting it wrong on purpose.
His name is Sherby.
He hates the horse.
I guess the horse is staying outside. We don't bring animals in the inn.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't expect you to allow an animal in.
He seems pretty put out though, but he moves aside and lets y'all come in.
I just smile a bunch and I just act very friendly to sort of just be like, I'm not here to murder you and do a bunch of bad shit. I'm just a normal guy.
Ask him why every door is locked.
No. I ask him, where can we can we put Herbie inside maybe one of the other buildings? I see you have a stables and a barn.
I've already got guests with their animals in there. Means you're gonna have to stay outside.
No, but certainly it wouldn't hurt to add just one more. And I kind of wave a couple coin, or I don't know how much I would think it would be. Would it be like worth 1 gold? I wave whatever amount of coin I think would be used to persuade this.
You tell me that. I'm not going to tell you how much.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Where's the
It's approximately 4 silver and 13 copper. We'll get it done. No, you're going to have to tell me.
No. It's more like I want to know what the going rate is. I haven't really bought anything yet. So
we have lords and ladies have rented out the top floor, and they've got their coach house and their animals inside. I don't got no room for you.
Hang on a sec. I'm not done yet. I'm looking for wherever it would be. Are there tables? Is there a table I can look at that for?
Can you not see the map uncovered?
No, I can see the map. Now I'm referring to like
looking for
tables
rolling tables.
No, for coins. I want to know how much a fucking room and stables costs.
He's like, I got no room for you. It doesn't matter. Your money's not going to make space.
No. That's not what I'm. Hang on.
I'm blundering through the door, like holding a torch close to my chest as he's trying to argue this.
Okay, mounts and vehicle.
So what the fuck are you doing?
Cost of.
Let me get some tokens out, because since I didn't prepare properly, I don't have my tokens.
Expenses.
Oh, does that ever happen for a DM?
I'm usually fairly good. I may wait till the last minute to prep, but I'm usually done by game time.
That was not meant to be.
I would like to flash per day. So I'm doing this based off of, because it doesn't actually say stable in here. I'm just looking at the table for staying at an inn. And it says comfortably to stay at an inn per day. It's about 8 silver pieces. Which I think it's 10 silver is 1 gold, right?
Correct.
10 silver is 1 gold.
Okay. So I would like to flash a single gold piece to him, kind of discreetly, and just be like, I'll make it worth your while if you allow us to get our beast out of this cold rain.
He takes your
We
coin.
won't be here long.
He takes your coin. I appreciate it, but as I said, and he puts it in his pocket. Coins doesn't make more room. Can't physically put something where there's no room.
He already put it in his pocket, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well then,
Can they stay within the walls?
Then I.
There were some rather terrifying creatures that we passed on the way here.
I was purposely leaving that out.
Yeah, but you were taking forever to get to the point.
That's because I had to look up this table.
I'm a straight
we're-
shooter. Let's get it done.
It's fine. It can stay out. It can stay within the walls, but I don't have any other room for it.
Okay. Well, I pat whatever pocket he put the gold piece into, and I say, "All right, well then, at least please bring us something to drink, and I will go find a table."
It's like
I'm gonna reach. I'm gonna reach over his hand and just kind of put my palm on it, with no extra coin, but it's just gonna say, "I can keep the animal company. If we'll figure out some extra awning or something. I think I saw a spot where I could extend defense from the rain just a little bit. We'll be over there."
That's the innkeep you're talking to. He's about as wide as he is tall.
Damn. I just I smile to him and I go, "Are there any empty tables?"
Can I make an insight check?
Give me a second. There's 3 tables. At one of them in the back closest to the fireplace, there's a guy sitting there that's been watching all this transpire. You're guessing from his garb, the way he's dressed, he looks like a road warden. And what do you want the insight?
Tell you what, I'm gonna try it first. I'll tell you.
What are you trying to do? Sorry, I've got too many windows open.
No worries. Anyway, you've got some Discord messages. So that was
I was waiting for you to say something. He's not talking. I'm like, wait a second. I'm covering up Discord shit.
That's me looking to the side, typing frantically.
There you go.
We're back. Who was doing what?
Just waiting.
I'm waiting for you to get some insight to tell me whether or not I should go sit down at this guy's table.
Nothing happens. On me, anyway.
Yes, y'all. I'm just saying. There's the one guy there. There's the middle table, and the table closest to you are open. He's sitting with his back against the wall by the fireplace. I'm just trying to find a fucking token.
I'll give him a polite little like smile and wave, and I'll sit down at the table close to the door. And then I'll sit there, and I'll just kind of like I'll kind of make a show of tuning my instrument.
I'm gonna put an R for Road Warden.
We lost Jack.
Oh no!
Oh. Jack down.
Why does Jack keep dying?
Put an I for the innkeeper.
Actually, Jack Hawk down.
I think I'm gonna have to leave too.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
Nick said a pun. It was super effective.
Yeah, you just kicked 2 players.
Okay, first of all,
I didn't kick anybody.
No, Nick's pun kicked 2 players.
Oh,
what else did we lose? We just lost
Jack and Garrett.
No, we didn't. Garrett's still here.
He said he had to
Garrett
go.
made a joke.
Oh, he said he was leaving because of the.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, I lost.
I didn't realize that was what was happening.
I didn't realize it was a joke.
It was what you would call a real zinger.
So, wait up.
If you say so.
I thought I was the innkeeper, so what's B?
Barmaid.
Oh, never mind. They're all gone.
okay. O is the innkeeper. His name's Otto.
Oh no, he's jumped over the bar.
The road warden dude, his name is Hans. It's just so I can keep up with this better since I'm changing stuff. When you tell the guys like, oh, you want some drinks and stuff too, and he's like, I suppose you want feeding as well. Just seems kind of pissy, and he heads off into the kitchen.
I very cheerfully reply, it would be much appreciated. You know, just being an annoying bard.
Okay, so that's odd. The stuff I haven't unveiled on the map, it won't let me move the token past that area.
Oh my god.
It's like, for real?
The meta.
And since I don't have them in the combat tracker, I can't just reach over and invisible easy. So I got a visibility. Set invisible. There we go.
That's funny.
Then, yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
I just pressed the arrow keys and that's what happened.
Here, I thought we had an enemy. Nope, it's
You
just
do
Nick.
hear, as y'all are doing that, there's a loud thump as this is all happening behind the bar. You see a dude with a broom or a mop. Look like the thump was him like setting the bucket down. and he's got a picture almost like Marty Friedman. He's got those bug eyes, not like actual bug eyes, but let me see. Where's my picture? Unveil, too many buttons.
Whenever somebody says Marty and Bug Eyes in the same sentence, I think Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
There you go.
No,
There's a
that's
picture.
exactly what he means.
Oh,
It's the cartoon.
Yeah, so there's a picture of that guy.
I'm not getting anything yet.
You hadn't seen any of them?
I see it.
he's in the.
Oh, there we go. Now we got a new item. Yep.
And that guy, he's finishing up mopping. Just kind of looks at you. And then he heads towards the kitchen with his bucket and his mop. What's everybody else doing? Just standing around? Elle and
Yeah,
Fanny
you
sit-
know.
Playing cards.
I'll join the others at their table.
Do me in, Fang.
So the road warden looks at y'all and he's like, "So, what brings you out on a horrible night like this? Most people would be inside."
I was about to say, I'm actually motioning to walk over to his solitary table.
I guess if he's kind of saying that aloud to the whole group, I'll kind of
And he's
look
addressing
over.
all of you.
Yeah, I'll kind of look over. I'll give him a smile, and I'll just say, "Lots of great views to see. Not a lot of time, and this weather has brought us to this fine abode. What about yourself, sir?"
Had a bit of trouble with bandits. You look like a surly sort. And again, it seems a bit odd in this kind of weather at this late hour to just show up all of a sudden.
I'm
He's
going to
kinda
loudly
eyeballing each of you.
scrape the chair in front of him out as I sit down. Yeah, well, we've also dealt with bandits a time or two. And I just stare straight into his face. We're not bandits. With just like total exhaustion.
That's exactly what you'd say if you were bandits.
That's exactly what a bandit would say.
It's on to us. Bail!
Truly, your deductive skills are without peer.
So where have you traveled from, and where are you going to?
I'll just lean I'll instead of the normal
Going to Pissport.
Yeah, is that the name of
Date with a
the?
boat.
Is that the actual name of the city, Pissport?
Only if you've been
That's
there.
the nickname.
I say,
I hope we don't forget our passports when we go to Pissport.
I just say, we're leaving.
sport, guys.
We just left the beautiful town of Minoras, and we're on our way to the not as beautiful, but I hear quite lovely Pissport.
As I stare back at the rest of the crew who is just talking incessantly over me.
When he looks at me, I kind of give him a look like, hey, be nice. I give him that parental stare, like when your mom or dad make eye contact with you and you're fucking it up. It's like, Drake, behave.
So he kind of listens to your story, looks at each of you, eyeballing you. He's like, "Well, it seems like you've upset the proprietor pretty much." I say there's been bandits in the area. I'll go calm him down. Just make sure you don't cause any trouble.
Wouldn't dream of it.
So he gets up and heads back towards the kitchen.
I love that I sat down with him and everybody else had a conversation with him from the other table.
Well, you're looking at your 20 foot away in a small room.
Well, I know, but
We're just trying to play cards here, all right?
Everybody else was doing something else, and I'm like, I'll go walk over to the guy, and they're like, "Oh, we got this."
Hey, Fang, you want to deal me in too?
Everybody give me... Well, actually, I can do it since it's everybody. Hang on. I keep forgetting it. I bitch about other people doing this, and I try to be better about it. Oh, that's fitting. Drake, as he walks past you, and you turn and watch him, like his lower back, there's like blood stain on his shirt of his lower back.
Does it look like he's wounded?
That's what you would assume. Cause it looks like it's not like old dried looking blood, but it's not fresh either.
Well, no, I mean, like, does it look like there's also a wound in the clothing? Like, if he had blood on his lower back and also was cut in the cloth, then I'd be like, oh shit, you got stabbed.
Yeah, there looks like the cloth is torn in that area. Yes, not like massively, but does look like there's like a tear.
Okay, well, I guess the second I catch that, I would be like, "Well, hold, friend, what? You look like you came across something that fucked you up, and all things being honest, we've come across a couple of things in the forest that fucked us up too. So, is there still an enemy out there?"
He kind of look. What do you mean, fuck me up?
You're back. You're fucking look.
No, he reaches back and rubs it. He's like, "Yeah, I told you there was bandits earlier. That's why everybody's a bit on edge."
Hold on, but then, well, if that's your
I am a
shit,
medicine
fine,
man.
But what's up with the? Oh, hold on. Let me reel it back a bit. We did not run into bandits, but we ran into some shit. So, where else are the bandits coming from?
I have no
Because
idea.
we were running from something much worse.
I don't know where they came from. I just know they tried to come in here and assault this area. And luckily, I was here to put a stop to it.
What was your name again?
Hans.
Hans, what's your deal? You're here to put a stop to it. Yeah, I heard you, but is this like a normal day for you?
I'm a road warden. We see all kinds of bandit and trouble. That's what we do. We're trained to stop it. Bring rights to wrongs. And then he turns and goes ahead and walks in the kitchen.
Wait, no, don't Hollywood walk off. No, seriously, I'm gonna try and catch him before he like cuts off the conversation. Even if I follow him into the kitchen, that's fine.
You come over there like as he's going through. So hang on, you're like. It's like what?
So I see Drake following him, and he just said, you've upset the proprietor. Don't upset him anymore. I see Drake still following this guy, not really leaving him alone when clearly this guy's trying to be left alone. So I would like to kind of just do a quick shout like, hey, Drake, just get his attention. Do you need any help?
I throw a rock at him.
Do you need any help?
At L or the other guy?
Do you need any help setting up a little lean-to for
It's not a rock, it's
Kirby?
a bread.
Kirby? Sorry, Herbie.
I'm still throwing a piece of bread at L.
I try to catch it in my mouth.
Roll to hit and roll to catch.
What would I roll?
I guess I would
dexterity.
roll an attack. Oh, okay.
Would it perhaps be an acrobatic move?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it doesn't even make it to you. It
But-
just kind of
but
flops
could-
and catches bad air. It's not aerodynamic. You didn't flip it right. It just kind of like
Bread?
lands behind Leora.
Damn. I couldn't like acrobatically like leap forward to catch and do like a dive to catch. I'm kidding. I'm sitting down. I wouldn't make it.
You could yoga move to eat it off the ground, I guess.
No.
Okay, so what do you turn around and throw it? As you're doing that, the dude walks into the kitchen.
Yeah, no, I was trying to catch up with him. I guess I'll like kind of hop slide over the counter and then scoot through until I find a space where we're back in basic conversation.
You just hear Drake no.
So you do that, and he's like, "I'll be with you in a moment. Let me calm him down." And he shuts the door in your face.
Right, but I need to. Ow.
What are the rest of y'all doing?
Playing cards. Not being weirdos.
Got any force?
Go fish.
Ah, damn.
Uno.
Okay, so what are you doing, Drake?
Nursing my nose wound and waiting for him to come back out of the kitchen.
So you're just standing right there?
That's where he locked the door.
Well, you didn't hear a lock. You just heard it. You just shut it.
Oh, well, fuck that. I'll open it up.
Drake, don't be weird. Come sit down.
Drake, get over here.
So you got to open up. He's talking to the dude. And he's like, "I said I'll be with you in a moment, friend. I suggest you go back to your seat." And he walks over there. It puts his hand on the door to start pushing it closed again. Are you going to resist him or?
No, it's fine. I'll just begrudgingly go back toward the crew.
I'll beckon Drake over.
So man, we got to play it cool. This is Bard 101.
Okay, so y'all are playing cards for a little bit.
Well, does Drake come over to me when I beckon him over?
Yeah, he moved over to the table there.
Yeah.
I'll show him my hand. Like I lean in and I'll show him my hand on my cards and be like, "What? Why? Why'd you go into the kitchen?"
Look, he knows something. What? He's connected. Oh shit, you should definitely ditch that. Oh, that's a bad card.
Okay, so you think he's connected. So you make absolutely certain that he won't tell us anything.
Well, you're not supposed to be listening because I'm helping him play the game. Also, you should definitely ditch that one.
So what are you trying to do with that?
I'm just trying to see what he's going on about.
Hang on, I've got to read a message. Are y'all playing like just like one-on-ones? Is it the entire group playing? What?
Yeah, I'm not actually in it. I just walked over to Fang, and he's like chatting with me, and I'm looking at his cards.
Is it Fang and L playing, or is it like the whole group's playing together? Or
I
Well, it
thought
sounds like
Proximo-
everybody but Drake is playing in some.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know if it was like all y'all versus each other, just like the way that y'all are kind of on the map, like Fang and L are playing, and then like Kursk, Proximo, and Leora are playing a separate game, or if this was all together.
I think it's a free for all type of situation.
Okay.
Leora, Kursk, Proximo, Fang, and then I just walked up and I'm screwing it all
Some
up.
of y'all are having to sit at that other table because there's just no room around this one for everybody. That's about as full as you're going to get at dragging chairs around. Hang on.
Oh no.
So
Fang,
Guys, every time 5 D20s happen.
Yeah, Fang, you and Leora see L like kind of slide a card into his sleeve and then pull a different one out. Very slyly. It was hard to notice, but you did notice.
I'm literally gonna like give him the most like blank like bored like really expression on my. I'm just gonna stare at him stone cold like just
Are you really cheating at Go Fish?
I look both of you. I look at you one at a time, both in the eyes, and I say, "Lord of Blossom, my good friend Leora."
Punch him.
Why would I? I would never do such a thing. This is an honest. This is an honest game.
I'm gonna put down my hand, and it's just like 5 2s. Anyways,
How could you cheat? Go Fish puts down a bunch of cheating cards.
I
Throw a
shake.
deck.
Where'd the 5th one come from?
I shake my sleeve, and like five or six other cards come sliding out.
respect.
Why? I didn't do anything wrong.
I just wanted to play cards.
Ah!
I give Leora a
We have
smile
to
and a
make it
wink.
interesting somehow.
What? What?
It's Go Fish. It's not going to be interesting no matter how much you cheat.
And Leora, from under the table, L passes you another card.
I'm taking it.
I quit. It's no fun now.
Okay, so y'all are
I'm just
having-
watching all of this chaos happen on the table because I just walked up.
Fang's gonna throw the cards at his hand at L. And he's gonna be like, "All right, I'm gonna go find the bathroom."
Don't
Is
get
this
lost.
is this L's deck of cards?
No.
No. L has multiple decks of cards.
So, but this deck belongs to L.
No, I thought Fang. Fang
I
set
busted it out.
So, yeah, this
Oh,
is
okay,
Fang's deck.
damn it. I was gonna throw I was gonna be like, you like to cheat at games, cheat at this sort of, and then just throw all my cards on the fucking floor or something.
This is what I say to Proximo when he says, "Is this yours, L?" I say, I look at him and I'm like, "Yeah, these are my cards."
I was there when he pulled them out. You can't lie to me about it.
Yeah, I can.
Watch me.
Yeah, watch me.
Okay, so while y'all are doing this, having your fun, the Hans comes back out after a few minutes, sits back down, and shortly after he comes out, the fat dude Otto, he comes back out with a tray full of drinks, and looks like he's got, several bowls for each of you. Look, you can see the steam coming off the top of it. So he's got a bunch of stew for you. Yeah, there's your drinks and your food. And he sets them all down on the table. Fang, you had asked about the bathroom. Tells you there's an outhouse around. It's not on the map, but if you go around between the wall and the inn there's one outhouse outside in the corner.
All right, I got you.
I say, thank you, good sir. And
Like over there.
And I take a big hearty sip of my drink and a big hearty bite of my food.
Okay. It's warm. It's not the best you've ever had, but it's stew and it's warm in the belly.
I'm like really trying to lay it on thick here, so I'm like, delicious. Just what we needed after a long, cold journey.
Oh, come on, it's not that good. I mean, it's all right. This is what you get for
Come on,
cheating
man.
at cards.
L is already composing a new song about this stew.
I am. Stew, it tastes just like new.
Up. Imagination is okay.
Okay, Fang, you're going to take a dump. Are you just going to the bathroom and back, or what are you doing?
I'll probably be gone for a minute or two. He's deeply upset that his friends would cheat at cards.
Ellen, I'd like to
you're all
think that
being
Ellen
straight up
Leora,
honest, and every single one of them were cheating.
I'd like to think that Ellen Leora are still playing, but we've cranked up the cheating.
It's a cheating contest now to see who can cheat the hardest without getting
They're
caught.
still playing Monopoly and nobody has money.
I have like 8 kings for some reason.
They're all hearts, too. They're not even other suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all the king of hearts.
Got a handful of aces,
like it.
and that's it.
I would have tried to actually make my way around toward H there.
Hans,
Hans and
Und
sit
ja.
across from him.
you want to speak with the Hans, yeah?
Like this.
If
So,
I had a moment to break away and just sit down with the proprietor.
You're wanting to talk to the proprietor or Hans?
I thought Hans was the proprietor.
No, Hans is the warden. Otto is the proprietor.
Oh, that's a good question.
As y'all are eating, Elle and Fang, you both notice like there's while the stew's fine, there's something that's slightly off on the taste.
That's probably a little old, They live out here. I'm sure they're not getting. It's probably not super fresh. Plus, it's late at night. I'm sure this meat's been sitting in there for a little bit.
It's people, 100%.
Toilet green is people.
How many
Go
people
ahead.
are in this bar right now, actually?
Us.
Besides
y'all,
us.
The Hans, the game warden, I almost said. Otto, the proprietor. You saw the bug-eyed dude that was mopping. He still hasn't come out of the kitchen. That's all you've seen.
So there was 3 people in here, and we heard a bunch of sounds of merriment earlier.
Well, you could hear it wasn't like I didn't say it wasn't like a ruckus, like a party going on, but you could hear people, like a toast. You could hear talking, a bit of laughter.
They killed all 15 of them.
People go.
They did say there were some rich people taking up all the
No.
rooms.
This
Did
is
they?
Yep.
Yes,
Maybe
said
they,
there were
you
some-
know.
He said some lords and ladies rented out the upper floor.
But and Dell's gonna play devil's advocate here. But they did say that they'd been having some bandit issues. Maybe they all went up to their rooms thinking that we were unsavory folk. And it just coincidentally, his eyes pass over Drake as he says that.
Apparently, we are because we cheat at cards.
You
I smile at
unsavory
Fang.
folk.
And by we, I mean all you.
Lord of Honeybees, I would never.
I would
God,
never.
get it
Despite
right.
admitting to
It's
it, and
Lord
it's
of
not like a charade.
Bosoms. Just stop it. I was gonna try and sit down with our road warden here.
Okay. So what was so important?
We had some really weird creatures on our tail as we approached your gate. Have you seen similar? Have you seen things kind of swarming caravans or something recently?
As I told you earlier, bandits.
These were not bandits. These were like beast creatures, beast men. They were not of our normal ilk.
I think you've been in your pints, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm getting some Shadow over Innsmouth vibes right now.
You know, I probably need one more, don't I? Just shake it off, right?
He just looks at you.
I'll go talk to the man at the bar. See if I can shake this off. It's a dark road and it's a long travel, right? You thanks for what you're doing. Keep the roads safe.
And just kind of nods.
I'll roll over toward the bar and just I'll just get I'll drop like 2 silver on the bar. A good pint.
See, he reaches over. There's just a pile of mugs there. They're all unwashed. He just pulls one out, fills one up, sits it in front of you. Sitting there, he just kind of just eyeballing all y'all. He's kind of nervously like twirling like the ends of his apron.
I'm gonna grab it and just kind of carry it. I'm trying to figure out if I should feel like him not washing it or having clean mugs should stand out.
Well, one, it's kind of rude. Two,
So that's just standard.
it's not it's not like it's an uncommon thing to be served dirty mugs in low rent places, but it's also kind of insulting. So it depends on how you want to take it. I mean, he didn't even he's got like rags and stuff, in his tucked into like his apron and stuff. He didn't even like wipe it down or anything. He just took it, filled it up, and handed it to you.
Damn. That's rude.
However, you rolled a 1 with a modifier 2. You got a 3, so I'm not sure what you're. He comes across as like just uncaring.
Well, I'm gonna take my shirt and kind of wipe off the edge of the mug as I carry it back to the table and just hold on to it.
Okay.
Did Sorry. Did somebody else try and find out? Do we have lodging for the night?
We do not.
It's raining outside. That's just nasty. Drake's gonna lean into the table. Does anyone else feel the need to just kill every motherfucker in this place?
Not
No.
particularly crazy, boy.
What?
Fiend, no.
I just kind of lean in as well.
Are you happy?
Weird vibes for sure. Definitely off.
Yeah. I'll admit, yeah, Elle will agree. Weird for sure.
I feel like this is awfully judgmental of a town none of us have been to.
I don't even think it's a town.
It's just a way in.
It's a gatehouse. Nobody was there watching the road. We've got a road. We've got a road warden over there who doesn't give a shit.
It's an inn
Or
for
if he doesn't give a
travelers,
shit,
but
why should we?
Yet the gate was locked.
Aren't they supposed to be keeping a watch on the road?
What time is it right now, Bradley?
Probably about 8 o'clock in the evening.
Have you ever considered that maybe he just went home for the night?
He's over there. He's not home.
He's not working right now, is the point. You think he's just gonna stand there 16 hours a day?
Or who takes his place?
No one at night, probably.
Well, then this whole fucking system is just wrecked.
No one said it was perfect.
What are you gonna start policing the streets? Are you gonna
Was that too?
to you?
Oh, okay.
You're gonna what just beg for some sort of reform in the way that they do their jobs.
I'm not looking to remake every town we come across, but this seems just really fucked up. I'm trying to feel it out.
You know, the Beastmen were weird, but I don't feel like there's any reason to jump to the conclusion that there's a connection.
Have we heard any
So it's
noise
just-
from the rooms
honey-
over the
No.
night?
It's been quiet.
I have a question just for
Yeah.
clarification purposes. The door that's behind Otto was the kitchen, right?
Yeah, you've got the bar, and then he went to the. You assume it's the kitchen
Right.
because he's come out with drinks and food from that direction.
And we don't know what's back in the back of the room yet, do we?
You got a fireplace and another door.
Yeah. I just mean we don't know what's beyond that door yet.
Correct. Oh, I
Supposedly,
guess
this
4 and
place
5
is
I can uncover on the
packed.
key there. So there's.
Booked up, yet not a sound. It's not that late.
We'll go upstairs, see if you can sneak up there and see what's going on in any of those rooms.
Do I hear things happening upwards?
No,
That's what
say
we were just
it's-
asked.
Other than y'all being in here, it's pretty quiet.
Seems pretty still.
Drake, did you say our good friend over there was hurt?
Was what?
Our friend in the corner.
No, you cut out for a second.
Do you say if he was hurt or not?
I did not. Also, I don't know if you're talking about H or O.
H, the one that you only seen the wound on.
I did not come back with any information on if he was injured.
Well, I mean, did you tell us?
As a player, I did not get any data that he was injured, but if the DM wants to interject,
You
Well, no,
said
you asked him.
H wasn't injured. O was
when he
injured.
brought it up. He was taught. He asked me like you
No,
heard.
it was H.
Yeah, this
Was it
conversation happened
Yeah.
in front of everybody. So
Yeah, H is the road warden. He's the one that when he passed Drake, Drake saw the wound.
oh
Okay,
yes,
I thought that was O.
the back injury. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, holy crap, dude. You were confusing me.
I'm confusing myself. It's fine.
Dude, I live in an alternate timeline.
No, that's it. Yep, that's my bad. I definitely dove into that earlier. So that was H, not O, right?
yes, and you asked him about it. This was in front of everybody, so y'all heard the conversation. And with that being drawn to your attention, when he turned to walk around, y'all could see the blood stain. Oh shit! I didn't reveal his picture either. Hang on.
He has a picture? Oh shit. Now we're
I see it.
definitely into it.
Well, at least I see two faces.
Oh yeah, wait, is he the bug eye guy?
No, that's
No,
the
hang
janitor.
on. I've got to uncover it.
That's the guy with the mob.
I am not keeping up. My bad.
Fucking mops.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh no, he has a mustache.
Oh no,
Did that.
he's hot.
That was not what I was picturing from this guy, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, well, now I have to sleep with him, so.
No. I call dibs.
Bard's call dibs.
Get me out.
Look, we're just gonna call him Captain Crunch.
Mm.
I'm
A youthful
Going-
Captain Crunch.
Crunchitize me, Captain.
So
I'm going
after y'all
to,
eating, y'all are talking for a little bit. Otto looks a little perturbed about it because, well, I guess this storm you're going to be fussing to be staying. I've got a common room, but that's it.
Fussing feels mean.
Yeah. I say to him, the common room would do just fine. Thank you.
Fine, come with me. And
I'll go. Get a chance.
do what?
When I asked the highwayman about his possible wounds, and I'll what's the exact thing I have on me?
A highwayman? What?
Do you mean the road warden?
Yeah, a highwayman's
H.
the opposite of a road warden.
Well, he's got H. All right,
I
that's
know.
all. That's what I'm going
That's
with.
Hans.
Yeah, sure it is.
It is! Fuck it, I'm gonna punch
That's
you in
what
the
his
mouth.
name is Hans.
I'm gonna go hang
Sure
out with
it
these
is.
brigands.
Ask him about his delicate wound.
Tussle with the brigands from earlier. Say it'll be fine. I've had worse.
I'll pull out my healer's kit. I could give it a once over.
Appreciated, friend, but I'll be fine.
Slamming down my drink in the corner. He's really good with the freaking thumbs. Just let him do the.
Anybody going with Otto? He's like, I'll show you to the common room.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
Proximo gets up.
I got two.
I'll kind of trudge after Proximo.
I'll go back of the pack.
Okay, y'all go into that
Ooh,
hallway.
an arrow.
Yeah, the arrow's showing down, but it's down from the top floor.
I fall down the stairs.
I fell up the stairs.
I walk up the stairs.
Joe Biden.
Watch out! The second one was kind of wonky. Ow.
Is that the common room? Room 14.
14 is the common room, yes.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was too zoomed in. I see.
There we go. For some reason, I was grabbing Curse. Weird.
Grabbing Kursk.
So
Well, I dragged Kursk over instead of me. The hell?
You find the
Personal
find the
space, Nick.
description.
I know.
The room is actually pretty dirty. The bedding looks soiled. It's like best I can do. Say all the other rooms are rented out.
When was the last time this one was taken care of?
Yeah, well, see, and
200 years ago.
I'm continuing to get more suspicious. I'm like, all right, this is getting ridiculous. Come on, man.
I asked my question.
This guy.
It gets cleaned when it gets cleaned.
Oh no, I ran into a wall.
Is everybody going up or who's staying where?
I'm just sleep on the floor.
I bet better y'all going up. Everybody going upstairs.
Yeah, Proximo for sure is.
Can I try and do a quick scan of the room?
Sure. Anything specific you're looking for?
I mean, it's just like it's my old hunting behavior, so I'm guessing like either a survival or a nature check just to see if there's anything funky in the space before we try and treat it as our domicile.
Sure. Check it out. Other than looking dirty, that's all you notice.
Fair enough. I'm gonna punch my bag a couple times and then stick it under my head and try and get some rest.
Okay. L, you and Proximo, as he leaves and closes the door, you hear like a click.
I immediately get up and try the door again.
It's locked.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of sigh. Are there any windows or anything in this room?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask
You got two
Kursk
of them.
if you would like to open the door for us.
I'm still sleeping.
Hang on. First off, I need everybody to roll a Constitution save.
That was fast.
All right. If you insist. Constitution save. Do.
Oh god, you guys. Oh my god.
Why do I have
14.
Terrible.
I don't know what I rolled.
Oh wait, hang on. I was thinking. I don't think I'm allowed to add my bardic inspiration. Am I actually? I was thinking that I wasn't allowed to.
Not to like an immediate save.
Well, hang on a sec. Let me read this real quick.
You rolled a 19, Drake.
As a reaction, though. It says right here, as one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And could this not be a reaction? Could I not give it to myself as a reaction?
I mean, yeah, if you want to use it on your save, go ahead.
Okay.
Does this guy have a limit to these things?
Yes.
Okay, so that's actually a 19.
That's what you rolled.
No, I rolled a 14.
You have
I
punched
rolled a
yourself in the
19.
face.
Now I have a 19.
okay. Sorry. Okay, so
Right, it's me and L.
looking, where's the saves?
I give you a wink.
So Drake and L,
I feel conflicted.
y'all are very like, oh god, you feeling really tired, and everybody else is just like passing out.
I hate hangovers. Wait, it's like 2 in the morning. What the fuck?
No, it's about 9 at night now. But yeah, everybody else
Even worse.
is while everybody's tired, you notice some of them. Nobody's like starting to lay down. Everybody just kind of collapses, and both of y'all feel very, very groggy, and eyes are heavy, but you don't pass out.
That's weird. It's like having ourselves on video saved us from something.
I know, right? I walk over to Kursk and I slap him to wake him up.
While enjoyable, the act of doing so, he does not wake up.
Oh shit. I look I look over. Okay, well I'm over there. I look to Drake and I say, I think. Do you think it's the food? Do you think it's? Do you think does this feel normal to you? Should I be feeling this tired?
I'm trying to feel out if, based on that roll, I'm trying to feel out if they should be just out of it or if I'm just having a bad night.
Yeah, you think everybody's just exhausted.
Look, L, I'm not a smart man.
But I look at him and I put my hands up like this, and I do this, and I wave my arms at them. They literally just collapse. They didn't just like, all right, lay down. Oh, good night, guys. They just collapsed.
He's like trying to keep both eyes open at the same time.
L stumbles over and slaps Drake.
Sure, if you could hit me.
Stay with. All right. What's an unarmed strike? God.
Just an attack roll.
All right.
D20
I just
plus your physic or your mate or a strength mod.
Yeah, you get a strength modifier for just trying to slap him.
Oh man, my strength. Okay, so it's just a D20 then, because I have 0 plus 0 to my strength. I just say, "Stay with me, man." Does a 16 hit?
That hits me.
He does the Batman
Yep, that's
Robin
one above
meme.
my AC.
So I just say, "Stay with me." Man.
I haven't shaved that side yet.
I'm sorry. And then I back in. I'm just kidding.
What the fuck?
Front hand, backhand, front hand, backhand.
Drake goes unconscious.
I would like to go over to the door and investigate.
Wait, hold on. Why'd you slap me? What the? I mean, do I get another chance to like scan the space?
Something's
Am I
not right
more
here.
awake? I don't know.
Listen, in the school. Okay, so I say to Drake, listen, there's a lot that I learned in Bard College, but the parties are where I really learned a lot in Bard College. And it was very typical to either spike the food and drink or to... Long story short, I didn't do anything. First of all, there's nothing to prove that I did anything wrong. Second of all,
I made sure to cover up the evidence.
Yeah, exactly. Something really weird is happening here, and I do not like it. I do not like it one bit. I want to look at this door and see if I can maybe pick the lock or, figure out how to open it.
Do you have lockpicks?
You know what? Let me see if I was smart enough to bring any lockpicks with me. I have a disguise kit. I have some
Make myself
handles.
look like the proprietor and tell the door to open.
Um,
I had my lockpicks like half out, and then I just fell asleep.
but let me
I'm
see.
ready to.
Let me see if I would be smart enough to think that Leora might have lockpicks.
No.
No, you know what? I'm thinking like there's got to be something in this room I can use, but I'm not specifically thinking, oh, Leora is a thief. She's totally got lockpicks. So I would like to investigate the room.
She's used. She's picked stuff in front of you, hasn't she?
Oh, you know,
it's been all around.
No, I think she unlocked a didn't she unlock a chest or something?
Oh no, that was with Nick, not Elle.
Okay.
And what the
So-
hell? Where is Little Bird? Or what's her name?
Little mouse.
She's passed
Oh yeah,
out.
where is Little Mouse?
She's passed out too.
Shit.
Ooh. Okay, well,
I'm just waiting for her to pull us out.
First of all, I like Little Mouse the most. I'd like to just check her out real quick and make sure she's okay, and maybe make her a little more comfortable.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I've got a fucking splitting headache, so I'm gonna run over and kick the crap out of Fang's
Both
butt.
of y'all give me perception
Wake
check,
him up.
please.
Perception checks,
Yeah,
okay?
You too.
Elle and me?
Yes.
Sure. I'm still gonna kick Fang.
Drake, you don't hear it, but Very is caught the wind just right. Elle, you clearly hear like several horses like panicking, like very unhappy. You hear like kicking wood and stuff like that, like outside your window.
So coming from outside, I hear kicking wood.
You hear
and
just like
horses.
horses that are like panicked.
Okay, like the horses are kicking.
If you go
Or
look at
can
the
I
window, the
distinguish that?
building right across from you is the barn. Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from that direction.
Oh shit.
Your
When we
horse was in
invest the
front
money-
of the place. You look out the window, the southern window, and you see your horse out there in the rain looking pitiful. But the sound is coming,
No,
the
Herbie.
frantic sound's coming from the east.
Herbie's just depressed.
Listen, I don't really want to. Oops, I don't really want to kick this window out, but kind of want to kick this window out.
So, are you going to
I'd
search
like to-
everybody for stuff? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna search everybody. I'm gonna start thinking. Okay, I look around the room. I'm assuming that there was probably really nothing in here in the first place.
I'm still waiting to kick Fang awake.
Okay, yeah. So while he kicks Fang, I'm
Okay, you
going to
just
start
having
searching
some fun
everybody.
Kicking Fang. Are you trying to break ribs hard enough, or what? Do you?
No, just fucking like kick him in the butt. Like fucking wake up, you turd.
They all seem pretty out of it. Yeah, you find anybody. You find actually, I think Leora and Little Mouse both have lockpicks on them.
Okay. I will take. I mean, Leora's right there, so I'm gonna just grab hers real quick.
Is he uncommonly out of it?
Yes.
And I go back to the door and I start lockpicking. Now, here's the thing. I dropped this class in Bard College, but I was still there for the first semester.
So give me
I hate this
basically
dream.
a dex check with disadvantage.
A dex check. With
Yeah, because you're not going to get proficiency with this. So just your dexterity.
Okay, well, I really need this to work well, so I'm going to do another Bardic Inspiration.
I'm drawing my dagger and doing a shallow stab into Fang.
You said dex check. So we'll do, I'll just do disadvantage. Click. And am I allowed to see this, or do I need to drop in tower?
No, go ahead and roll. You'll know if it opens or not.
Come on, big numbers.
Fang,
Ooh.
Fang, I bludgeoned you and you didn't
So,
wake up. So
a total of 9.
Nope. You feel it kind of the tumbler start to kind of move, but then it kind of sticks, and you're just like, "Fuck! Should have paid attention in class."
Ooh.
You're trying to do actual damage to Fang?
Wake him the fuck up. I kicked him square in the ass and he didn't even move. So something
Fang,
seems amiss.
Fang, give me a so how much you're doing like a point of damage to him?
Yeah, let's out. I put my fist around most of the blade, so there's just like this little point sticking out. I just want to kind of poke him like right in the ass.
Are you using your special dagger?
Uh-huh.
I like that laugh.
That's the laugh of the wow. That's such a terrible idea. Why would you do that?
Give me a charisma save.
I mean, I'm already using it, but sure.
Oh, he's gonna give me an actual stabbing.
Roll damage.
Just general off that blade?
Yeah, that weapon. Just roll the damage button.
Sure.
Would I be able to argue that that had technically been a sleight of hand that I was trying to do, and be able to add my bonus to that?
No,
And maybe get more than 9?
The lock picking is its own thing.
Damn it!
You have to know how to use the tools.
Damn it! I need to ask Leora to
You
teach-
got your hand around it. You're trying to just barely give him a good poke, and then you're just this slight, just like fuck it, and just kind of stick it down into him.
Ah, darn.
So, Fang,
Wake up!
Give me a con save at disadvantage.
I don't like this anymore.
that. Ooh.
No, he doesn't wake up.
It wasn't a one.
You're kind of like, you like a groan of pain, but it's just
Okay. Are these windows solid, or can these be open?
Yeah, they got shutters. You can get them open. They're not like
Okay, I wanna-
bars or anything on them.
Yeah, I want to open these windows up.
Okay,
How far down is the ground?
Ground is probably 10 foot below you.
I'm gonna spend a good 20 seconds watching the blood pool out of his butt. And then I'm gonna put some like gauze, like tuck it into his pants. Just go like sorry. And then just shout to the entire crew, "Wake up!" See if anything happens.
No,
It's like when Fang wakes up an hour or something from now, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, one of the beast guys. They got you in the side. We were trying to save you, but."
okay. You've opened up. Which window you want to open?
I want to open up this south. Maybe not the south one. I want to open up this one over here.
Okay, Drake, you clearly hear the horses now after he's opened up that window. Very panicked.
Wait, we only had one horse.
Yeah, there's more
Horses.
I turn to Drake and I say, "All right, I've got a crazy, kind of dangerous idea. I need your help. We need
another song.
No,
Okay, good. Then I'm in.
not yet.
What? Seriously, what? I'm just like staring at 4 completely comatose party members.
Okay, will you
Looking back
agree?
at you.
Will you agree with me now that this is unnatural?
Thinking about the gauze I just shoved in Fang's back pocket. Probably. But
We
what?
need to get them out of this room.
Oh, cool. So you I
Dump
mean, I'll take one at a time, but where?
Well, what if I open this window? I go and I quietly I go over, get Herbie, bring him over to the window. You can lower everyone down, tie a rope off, lower everyone down, put them into cart, and then I think maybe leave.
I mean, I like the leave part, but everything before that you kind of glossed over. like, yeah, the whole fucking thing.
Or we could attack this door right here.
Now you've lost me. I don't know why.
This door. I push at this door. Or push. I point this
Wait,
door.
how many exits are there to the room?
You got the one door you came in and 2 windows.
So, because I see like that, like maybe magic wall, I don't know, and then 2 stairs down on the map.
A magic wall. Y'all are in 14.
Are you referring to this?
That's the roof
So
over the kitchen.
the bottom left, the bottom straight, and then the bottom right corner.
Bottom
I don't
right
know which
corner.
ones are. Yeah. So here, let me.
That's a window, and then the one I'm standing at is
Here.
a window. Yeah, that's a window.
Yeah, the south wall and the east wall are windows. The west wall is the door that goes into the hallway. Are you not? Did it not unreveal in your map?
Well, no, they look like stairs, so that's why I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at.
It's just the delineation to show that it's got a line through it, so it doesn't mean it's a window, not a door. I see what you're saying. It looks like stairs, but that's just denoting it's a window.
Okay, so we got a south window, an east window, and then whatever's happening on the left.
Yeah, that's a door.
Okay, and that's the one that's locked.
Correct.
I say to Drake, you're more qualified than I to make a decision on behalf of the group who is currently passed out. What do you
really would rather they wake up, but
I mean, feel free to keep slapping. And do I notice that he's stabbed Fang?
Give me a perception check for when this was going on. Now, you would have heard the moan afterwards for sure, but
Okay.
oh yeah. You totally like you're turning, you're looking, and it's like you just see him like stick it in his ass.
All right. So I just say to him, and maybe don't stab them.
he didn't wake up.
We know you're bad at not stabbing people after the last couple of sessions.
Okay, I'd like to maybe investigate my companions one more time, see if there's anything on them that I think would be of use.
I yelled at them. I
wanna
stabbed
know-
one of them.
I want to know what
Nobody's waking
weapons they have. I want to know what tools they're carrying, what's in their pockets.
How much money they have.
That too.
They have 0 money now because it's all in your pocket.
To be fair, I do not take anything from Leora because she's still. I feel like she's still a little sore about me taking her gun, and I don't want anything happening there.
And I'm
Respect.
awake, so you're not taking my dagger.
Yep, and Kursk, I respect Kursk. Bang, I definitely 100% take a noticeable amount of coin.
Fuck no, you don't.
And
Are
then
you sleight of handing that or what?
yeah, I'm gonna sleight of hand it.
All right, let's roll it off, man.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna put it in Proximo's pocket. No, even better. I want to sleight of hand it from Fang into Drake's pocket.
I was actually going to say, it's like, you don't honestly think Fang is going to think Proximo stole from him, right? So this is more believable.
Beat a 23.
That's
You
it.
know,
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Ooh.
Well, good job.
Why are you rolling
That's not good.
damage?
Me?
You've done
Bardic
that twice
inspiration
now.
damage.
Yeah, you just did 1 point
You've
of
taken
damage
like 6 points.
to
No,
yourself.
I've been giving myself damage. Whoops.
Yeah.
I need to fix that.
Oh man, being a bard is so hard.
You just take
Every time I
damage for
inspire
existing.
people, I'm just like, ugh.
I'm dumb. It should have been.
I really want to see if you roll higher. To steal
Yeah,
gold.
I don't know why I've been rolling damage this whole time. I'm just stupid. So, anyways, yeah, that's a 1 plus my sleight of hand. So you rolled your perception, right?
Yeah.
And I'll roll mine openly. Nope.
Oh no.
So as I'm rummaging, I'm like, you hear the coins start tinkling.
Right, could you remove your hand from Fang's pocket, please? He's unconscious.
I remove my hands from his coin purse. I just look at him and I say, I'm not going to take anything. I'm just looking for any items that'll help us get out of here.
Like money for
Really?
bribes.
And I start rummaging again, but I stay away from the coin purse so long as Drake is
If you
standing there.
touch
This
his
time I put
butt
both
one
hands on
more
the coin
time,
purse.
if you touch his butt one more time, I'm going to stab you again.
Keep my hands away from Fang's butt.
Wow,
Yes,
this is
is
awful.
mine.
I was not expecting so much about Fang's butt in this section.
Everything else is as far. I say, all right, listen, I'm gonna stay away from the coins. I'll stay away from his butt, and I keep searching the rest of his body.
I don't think you let's rewind a bit. Stop touching him.
All right, I stop touching him. I will not touch Fang's body anymore. I very carefully lift.
I'm
peel
kind of
away his
curious what the
clothes.
hell you're doing. We're the only two people awake in this whole room when everything's going to shit, and you're fleecing our entire group.
Do you have? I'm fleecing them. I'm looking for useful items to help us escape. What are you doing?
You're not going to find a useful item in his wallet.
You don't know. Maybe he has a skeleton key.
You can use it, you can get his driver's license and use it to like slide down a deadbolt walk.
Look, if he had a useful item in his wallet, he would have told me by now. So I know, and he doesn't.
Other than maybe the
Yeah. LL will now
Lock
check
picks.
Proximo and see if Proximo has anything in his pockets.
Oh, I doubt it. Let me check my items.
Anything useful.
No,
Just
I'm
be
like full
time.
stop combat stuff. Oh wait, I have a crowbar.
I'm gonna go
Ooh.
over to the south
Grab the
window.
crowbar. I grab the crowbar, and I
You
hold
pull
it
it out of his wallet.
and I like shake it. I shake it at Drake, kind of like Johnny Depp in the second Pirates of the Caribbean, where he's like, "I've got a jar of dirt." I'm like, "I've got a crowbar. I've got a crowbar."
The next thought you have is, why does Proximo have breaking and entering items? What the fuck?
Yeah, and then I'm like, "Holy shit! Is Proximo a bandit?" I would like to take this crowbar over the door and try to force this door open.
Okay, give me a strength check with advantage.
I'm down here checking
Alright.
out the window, by the way.
Strength
This would
check.
be a great time for me to randomly teleport out of the room. I'm just saying.
No, it is 220s.
Holy shit. Yeah, so you actually, with that roll, you actually get in there and you put the end of it right where the hinge should be, and instead of breaking the door, actually, it bows the wood just enough for it to slide in, and you push the lever in, and the door just opens. So you don't break anything, and it was quiet.
Beautiful.
I'm
I like
basically
to-
like
I
pawing the edges of the window. Like, all right, I think we can.
Hey, Drake. No, there's no noise. You just say, "Hey, Drake, look at me," and you turn around, and I'm standing in the open door.
I like to think that also Elle is sitting there, like, wow, Proximo's crowbar is awesome.
Yep. Also, he's going to go ahead and before. So I'm going to assume Drake went to go investigate the window when he got Proximo's crowbar. So he's going to now, before Drake turns around, stash Proximo's crowbar.
I'll be honest, I forgot I had it. I don't know if Proximo's even gonna. I'm gonna roll for it when I wake up. See if I even notice it's gone.
Listen,
I kind of want to see if we initiative roll it off or not.
I'm holding on to it right now because we don't know when Proximo's going to wake up. There's no
You know what?
point in me giving it back to him
fuck
yet.
My intelligence is low.
There's no reason
So
for me to
what's-
give it
what's
back to
your-
him yet.
What's your narrative?
My narrative is that so I look at him and I just say I flash my dagger and I just say, Was a peach popped open with this?
Where did you go to school again?
Harvard.
No, actually, it was Yale. I went to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology for Bards. MIB, Massachusetts Institute of Bards. That's a better joke.
Awesome. Great job with the door, I guess. You got another trick for the 4 bodies lying on the floor in here?
I was thinking drag them out.
Great, I got one.
All right, I will get. Yeah, I'll let him get whoever he grabs.
It's like, you see that strength check I just made? I'm picking everybody up.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna grab Leora. I'll like grab underneath her arms and I'll kind of drag her out.
Where are you dragging them to?
Well, I'm thinking if I don't know. I looked at Drake. Does it make sense? Is the hallway safe? Is it just this room?
You see the hallway.
Before we pick everybody up and run with them,
Yeah, maybe we should investigate. You want to come with me?
yeah, maybe we should peek around the corner.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna peek around the corner.
And I'm gonna be behind you.
Okay, so the hallway there, you've got that door immediately to your right. There's another door on the southern hallway, and then 2 doors on your right on the western hallway there.
And
But
those
nobody's in this hallway though.
the other exits are windows, yeah?
Yes.
So in this stretch, is there anybody?
No, you don't hear anything.
Okay. I want to listen. I want to listen to this door real quick, and I want to see if I hear anything.
Hold on. Wait, before. You can just break a fucking window, right? I mean, dump everybody out, maybe? Or maybe that'll wake them up. I don't know.
I mean, do you want to like lower the? Do you want to open the window? I already opened a window. This window is open right here.
Yeah,
And that
that's when
just
he opened
lands
it. So
down
that's
on
when
the
you could
roof.
hear the horses.
Yeah. So I just say, do you want to maybe start lowering them down outside, and I'll keep watch?
It's 10 foot to the ground, and it's still storming.
Certainly somebody has rope.
Out in the cart.
L. Why did they put us in here?
Think they wanted us to fall asleep.
No, but I've been stuck in a lot of places over time. Sometimes knowing why you're in there in the first place is a little meaningful. What are we doing stuffed in a room as opposed to just dead? Like, are they coming back with something? Like,
Well, but why would they lock us in here? They don't want us out of that room.
yeah, totally. But I mean, they locked the room, so we are now captive critters. Eh?
Yes.
They're expecting to come back to a locked room. So we have the element of surprise where we can set a trap and maybe fuck them up. But I'm torn between trying to figure out how to wake those other fuckers up, which I tried 2 times and both didn't work. Kind of pads another bit of gauze in his pocket.
Since nobody's apparently reading chat, everyone that's asleep, give me a con save with disadvantage.
So you want to stay in the room and wait
I
for
don't
him to
know.
come back?
If nobody's, I don't know what's. Wow.
Damn. Chad
Oh,
had
dropped to 20.
It's my third 20.
That sucks.
So that was Leora and Proximo, but that wasn't Garrett or Cursors.
See some big numbers. Oh, come on. Come on,
Maybe
Curse.
13's enough?
Ow.
Nope.
Oh, that's right. Kursk isn't here. Where'd Kursk go?
What happened?
Something happened. I don't know.
Oh, so he dropped and didn't get back in?
Yeah,
Oh, buddy.
He's been gone this whole time. Damn.
So he's out.
since about
He's
1:30.
really committing to it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's method acting.
So you want to set a trap then?
Look, unless you have a better idea of how to wake them up so we're actually mobile and we have more people capable of carrying each other, you and I are not carrying 4 people out of this room.
Not even if we get out the window.
What are we gonna do with 4 unconscious people on the roof?
No, it's not going to lead to the roof. It's going to lead down to the ground. But I mean, they'll be out of the room. They're going to be in the rain. It's going to be cold. Maybe that'll wake them up.
Everybody dies of pneumonia.
I actually want you to roll me a persuasion check on that one. I want to see if you were convincing enough.
I was gonna say that's almost a convincing argument. I think that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Persuasion. Unfortunately, my persuasion does not have proficiency. So let's see.
What kind of bard are you?
I'm a
A
deceptive.
not persuasive
That's
one.
enough.
I'm a deceptive bard.
You know what? That sounds good enough. I'm just gonna start lobbing people out the window.
Okay. So maybe we could do it a little bit safer. Can we tie the sheets into like a rope and just lower them down?
I've already got like Leora in hand.
Hang on. Let's not just throw her out the window. It's a 10-foot drop, dude.
So is it straight down to the ground? I thought we were the second floor, so we landed on the first floor of the lower.
No, it's you know how the old school those medieval inns and it's where it goes up and then the second floor kind of goes out some, so it's like an overhang.
Oh, it's got the flying buttresses.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's straight to the ground.
Oh, okay. So now I understand how first floor overlays over ground floor. There's dirt below. Got it.
Maybe should I go down first and make sure it's safe, and then you can like pass them to me?
Let me lean out which window did you open? Was it the one to the right?
This one.
Before
Yeah,
you
can
do
I
that, I
lean
did
out and
forget to
see if-
describe one thing in the hallway, as you can see it now when the lightning flash and stuff. There's no carpet in the hallway, but you can see along the edges where it looks like carpet was there and has been like torn up. There's like frayed edges of carpet like stuck to like the staples or the nails along the edges, but there's no carpet in here.
Right, so about that window plan.
Yeah.
If I lean out, is there like anything hanging higher that we could fashion some kind of like a pulley system, or just any fulcrum where the rope could lean over and we could actually lower someone down?
The closest thing you could try is like if you look at the drawing at the bottom, there's like that steepled end. You could try to crawl up onto the roof to get up there, but those are like slate shingles and it's raining.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna fashion like a double loop so it kind of goes under the arms and across the torso, and then I'm just gonna brace my feet against the window, or against the floor in front of the window, and kind of heave the body over and then just hold on and let them down.
So who are you putting down first?
Leora, because she was closest.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep watch right here in the hall while you do that.
Give me a strength check.
This is how
Don't put it in
kill the party.
You do it in the chat so everyone can see it.
Oh, fun.
Oh, great. That's not a save, right? That's a check?
A check. Strength check.
Here we go. Here's how I kill every member of the team.
Ooh.
Yeah, so as you were looking, your hands are a little wet. You were trying to brace, but you weren't expecting her to actually be as heavy as she is. You were expecting her to be super light. It's not saying she's fat. You were just expecting her to be super light. But she's got more muscle on her than you realize, and your rope just kind of slides out of your hand. So, and there's no bracing for it because. So roll me 2d6.
Oh, no. See, now I roll high.
Roll low, roll low, roll low.
No, it was almost a 1. Okay, I'll take it. At least one of them was a 1.
That's a little below average.
So Leora thuds into the ground. Give me a Constitution save with disadvantage.
Another 20.
Oh my
Holy shit, she's got
Like
those
fourth one.
20s. You just hear a in the mud.
Blur, 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 blur.
Okay.
It's like the swamp of sadness in that
So,
story.
what do you? The rope is tied to her. You're holding the rope, and she's down on the bottom. Now, what are you doing?
Oh shit! I didn't think about this.
Here, I could climb down. If you hold the rope, I could rappel down, untie
Let me pull her back
and then-
up and try to let her down more gently this time.
Here, this is what I would like to do. So there's beds in this room, right? They're like shitty beds.
Beds, no. It's like straw matting and stuff. It's a common room. It's bedding, but it's more like a dog
Chairs?
bed kind of thing.
Any furniture at all?
Nope. Just
Okay. Well, then I will close the door, or I will close it to a crack. I won't fully close it, and then I will go to the window, and I will rappel down and untie the rope from Leora.
You don't even need to rappel. I'm bracing myself against the rope, so if you just want to like climb down.
I rappel.
Both of y'all give me strength checks.
If I do it really fancy, can I do
Oh
an
yeah, let's do this again.
Check. That's a 1.
Yeah, so you're like, I got this.
no.
And you just go to rappel, and your hands completely come off the rope. Give me an athletics check to see if you can recover before you hit the ground to cushion the fall a little bit.
Could I do a flip to land on my feet?
Oh, we're
Does
You
he
can try
land
to
on me?
do a successful athletics or acrobatics or athletics to try to cushion the fall. You're still taking damage, but how much are you going to take?
All right.
And do you land on deft?
That's a 20 fucking 9.
Yeah. So roll a d6. No, actually, with the 20, you roll a d4.
Oh, a D4.
Take
2
points of damage instead of 2d6.
I'm the bard. All right, so I take 2 damage. I will real quick untie Leora's. I gotta say that's impressive. I quickly untie the rope and give it like a tug. I know, a 1 and then immediately rolled into a 20.
Okay, so he unties the rope.
And then I also kind of give Leora a light smack. I'm like, come on. I'm like slapping her. Like,
All right, once it goes slack, I'm gonna pull it all back up and try and fashion stuff around Kursk.
oh, it's raining. Can I get water in like my hand, like splash it at her? I want to like try and wake her up.
Play her a song. Anyway, here's Wonderball.
Wake the fuck up.
Yeah, was I muted for that? So you do realize that it's raining, so the water is hitting her face. You don't have to try to splash it at her.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception check. In the tower or out loud?
Tower. Okay, you notice as the lightning flashes, you just kind of glance up because of the light. You see some humanoid form on the roof of the stables.
Is it looking at me?
Yes.
Is it moving?
Fun.
Is that the structure to the north of him?
Well, hey, so basically, yeah.
This is the stables, right?
No, that's the coach house.
Oh.
So no.
It's okay, Kursk. I'm about to lower you down into hell.
Can you? I don't know if if he can show it up.
Unidentified creature?
Yeah. You see it in the comment? Do you see it on the map though?
Uh huh. It keeps moving.
Because I'm looking at my other screen and I'm looking at the other half of the. I couldn't see that part. Everybody in the stream was like, "Oh yeah, I want to see what's going on." Yeah. So you see that up there, and it in the flash, it looks humanoid from like at least the waist up, but you can't tell what the hell the bottom half is in that flash, but it does not look like normal legs.
Oh, shit.
Apple bottom jeans.
I start smacking Leora faster and harder to try and wake her up.
Jesus.
Are you doing
Much
damage?
abuse tonight.
Harder, Daddy! Are you trying to damage her?
I'm not trying to damage her. Is there any cover? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Can I hide her? Can I
Where are you
wake her
gonna try to
up?
hide her?
Can I like hide her sort of under this nook? What this overhang like creates?
That's if you look on the other, well, where the outside the flying buttress comes out there. It's not like it's just it would protect you from a tiny bit of rain, but it's not a hiding place. And the other little the slated roof thing that is the roof over. You don't know what the room is, but it's just off the kitchen, basically.
There's a wall right under that.
Yes.
Shit.
Just
It's not
throw me
like
back
an
through the
open
window.
shed.
It's better up there.
Yeah, 10 feet up. He's got it.
It was better up there. I guess I hiss up. I say, Drake, we have a problem.
Hold on, I'm lugging this massive lumberjack over to the window.
Roll initiative. Both of y'all, I guess.
Yeah, I say, don't do that. But it's, and then
Cool. 30-20.
nice. Gross. You had to add a 2 to get that.
Okay, so Drake, you hear him. You hear Drake. We've got problems. What do you do? It's your go.
Well, I haven't looked out the window yet, but he's out there. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is scan.
Yeah, well,
So I-
give me a perception check. Just so you look out the window. He says trouble, so you're immediately looking. So that's free
Right.
action.
Okay.
You look. You don't see trouble. You're looking. You're not seeing trouble.
You gotta be more specific. I don't see anything. I was trying to lug this guy over. You gotta,
That's about what comes out.
Okay. I'll let your go.
It's still up on the roof, right?
At the moment, yes.
All right.
Wait, I'm sorry. I skipped my turn. I looked at the wrong dude. Actually, it's turn. and you
What
see
the?
it.
You can't take that back.
Yes, I can, because I looked at the wrong one. You see it come like running down the wall. And as it does this, more lightning flashes, and you can see now that it had like the bottom have spider legs and with like suckers on them. So it's like adhering to the wall. It's got like, you know, like an octopus has the suckers, but these are spider legs with that.
Yeah, like you do. I love how he just nonchalantly is like, you know. The fuck?
Why will it not let me move it?
Is it because you've trapped it inside the black space?
Yes. So it comes running over to you. And let me see if there's a more full description or not. Yeah, suckers on the ends of his spider-like legs, which allow him to move across any surface with ease. But there's also like the front of his chest, and you can see in his face. You see it's starting to like run off, but there's like blood all over the front of him.
Herbie!
Nope, not Herbie.
Yeah, I mean, please go after the horse.
Yeah, it's not Herbie. Oh, thank goodness.
Do I see it by now?
Oh,
at this point, yes. You like oh shit, what the fuck is that?
Actually, Herbie might be fine right now because Herbie will.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And-
drop Kursk to the floor.
It swings a dagger at you.
a
Twice.
dagger.
And misses. And now it's your go. And you have yourself targeted as well.
Yep. So I say, in response to Drake saying he didn't see anything, I say, "Do you see it now?"
Holy
And-
shit!
Fuck me. I'm going to
Yeah, that's what it's trying to do.
give it the good old stab a stab. I'm gonna try to, anyways. Hits.
Rat dash spider legs. I love this character's name.
Well, that's
Right.
to help me remember what the mutation is on, because it just gives me names.
I know. It's
I kind of don't really have a choice but to keep standing here because I can't let it attack. Like Leora is undefended, so I don't think that there's anything else I could do. Anything for my bonus? I guess for my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and just give myself some bardic inspiration, but I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm not gonna use it immediately because I don't know when I'm gonna need it.
How many of those do you have left? Because you've used a bunch today.
I have one left after this one.
Okay.
he's so spent, yo.
Dude, I've been spending this bardic inspiration like it's nobody's business.
That's there to
You
use.
should give me one of those. Maybe I'll pass my con save.
You know what? That's actually very smart. I look down to Leora. This is actually very in character too. Like I'm this thing is swinging at me. I swing and I hit it. I glance at Leora. I'm like, man, I really wish that she was up.
Kick her.
And
Get up.
Yeah, I give her a kick. I give her a real, and I'm going to be honest, this kick might do some damage. I give her a hard kick in the stomach, and I just shout, "Wake up!"
So, roll to see if you hit her good enough to do it. Just
Okay. Just a
Yeah,
d20,
'cause
right?
you're in combat
the
with something in your
unconscious body.
Well, yeah, but you're in combat with something swinging a dagger at you as you're attacking it.
Yeah, totally.
Can you, get a solid enough hit on her? Yeah, that's good enough. Just roll a she just takes a point because you're trying to do damage, but it's not like an attack.
Yeah.
So she takes a point of damage.
she now has a 1d8 that she can spend
Yeah, so
to try and.
Give me a con save disadvantage with your D8.
Okay.
Just don't roll too bad.
I'll try not to.
Guess she's down there now.
2 and a 3.
Jesus.
Wait, hang on.
D8
Plus,
plus the 3.
that's a 12.
Nope.
Good shot. What's the DC?
You done? Nick?
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay.
No. I'm done.
She was asking if you were going to share the DC of what they had to hit.
15.
Come on, Draft Horse 1. Be the new Seth.
Yep. He's gonna come up and he's gonna just fucking kick this thing in the face.
Thing, give me a con save disadvantage.
Coming up.
Or you just did yours. Kursk. Give me a.
He's gone.
He's not here. Sorry. Proximo. Give me a con save disadvantage.
Oh.
God damn it.
Man, all
Well,
the,
I mean, that's to be expected. The chances are actually only about like 27% to make that at 15 with dropping, so.
multiple doses of a toxin. Top of the order. Leor, give me another con save. Disadvantage at the end of your turn.
Ooh.
Aww. The 12 wouldn't have done it anyway.
Proximo.
Same thing?
Yeah. Since we're going in combat rounds, I'll let this be a little bit more
So freaking close.
more useful. When we're in more narrative mode, it lasts longer.
Yeah.
It technically, now I'm adjusting this from something else, and with the roll, y'all will be out for like 9 hours. So.
Wow. Yep. Elle is starting to think that maybe setting that, just waiting and setting that trap would have been better.
Or like mentioning that the food tasted kind of off to everybody.
Wait, you knew something? Oh.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did, because you're like, oh, it's probably just old meat. They probably don't get fresh stuff out here.
I mean, okay, so you said that to me, but in a way that I just kind of thought, like, you know, Elle wouldn't. Yeah, you skipped.
Sure, go ahead.
You skipped Drake.
I did. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was first. No, I'm just thinking, like, you know, when Elle was tasting it, he did think it was off, but like narratively speaking, at that time he wasn't too suspicious. He wasn't suspicious enough to be like, is this food even any good?
This is poison.
I was hoping that I could please the proprietor, because he was so upset when we showed up that, you know, maybe if we ate the food and thought it was good or whatever, he'd be a little happier. Like, oh, they ate my food. Excellent.
Well, he probably was.
He probably was very happy.
He was
after
happy
that.
that you all were
He was
eating
very
it, yeah.
stoked.
What's Drake doing?
I'm diving out the window and trying to attack Grat there. I'm going to roll. Do I roll a charisma save to see if I can use my short sword?
So you're going out the window?
Yep, just diving straight out because Leon L there is basically standing over Leora, and then there's this massive mess in front of them, and I'm up above. So
Okay.
I'm going to stab it.
You give me a well. That's if you're gonna stab with your dagger, like do your normal 2 attack and then offhand with your short sword. That's what you're wanting to do.
No, I'm trying to dive out the window and stab it. With
Right.
the
Well,
short
you
sword
have to
if I
give me.
can.
Well, give me a charisma check to see if your dagger says yes or no on that. You find the dagger in your main hand as you leap. Now give me an athletics or acrobatics to try to cushion your
My
fall.
good buddy.
Yeah, you like land on him, so you're still gonna take 3 points of damage. But yeah. Oh, you can attack with advantage also for the landing that because you made a 25 on your athletics, so yeah, you land
buddy.
on him.
Here you go.
Good thing, because that was a fumble.
Dropping the one.
Possible. Did you have him
Oh,
targeted?
I wasn't targeting. I'm sorry.
Hang on, no problem. Where is he?
I'm hoping a 16 hits.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
So let me bring up the combat tracker for once. Target. There we go. Now I can drop damage. Do I do any extra damage from like the fall height?
Yeah, sure. Give me a D4.
Yay!
Nice.
A point's a point.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's your turn.
So that was, I would say my movement was diving out the window and I got lucky. My action was the attack.
Well, but you have multi-attack, so that was actually your first attack.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Put a town on this guy.
Abilities. Yep. 2-weapon fighting, extra attack. So I'm going to roll off its back since I landed so well and come right back in with a dagger again.
This will be a normal attack, though.
Yes. So let me get the right windows up. Sorry. I've got a whole bunch doing the same thing. Oops. All right. Retargeting. Yep. There's off. Oh, fuck.
I need percentile dice, sir. Of course you do. Well, you got lucky you didn't hit anybody and you didn't cut yourself. So, yeah, and I need some paperwork now.
If Oh wow, I need to work this into my rolls, dude. My 2-weapon fighting style says that when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you get a +2 bonus to damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, never mind. Sorry, that's dueling. If I pick dueling, never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm reading everything at once. When you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage. Okay, wait a second. Got it.
Are you done?
I think so. I don't think I can bonus attack off of all of that.
Well, your movement basically was leaping out the window. The athletics
Right.
is just to see how well you did that. Your action was to attack, so you've got bonus action. So you could use the short sword offhand or hunter's mark or whatever, or do nothing.
Yeah, screw it. I'll kind of flip the short sword over in my left hand and come like backwards around after the 2 stabs and see if I can hit it again.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Wait, no, I have a long sword
fumbled,
now.
But you fumbled, so that negates any further attacks. I forgot. Sorry.
There we go. All right. But I am now, I guess, there. Because it rolled off its back.
Yeah.
And Leora is also kind of under L, I think.
Yeah, we'll just put her there in the corner.
Yeah, I'm essentially like standing guard over her at this point.
Welcome to combat, Leora.
Yay.
It's good to be here.
I'll let you go.
It's my turn. Oh, well, I hope nobody was expecting anything but what's about to happen. Come on, roll big. Oh, that's a critical.
Big,
That is a critical.
as
Ooh.
he shall receive, apparently.
What are you guys doing?
I need this thing to die. I need max. Come on. Yes.
Good roll.
Ow, yeah.
Holy crap!
Oh.
Nice. So yeah, how do you kill it?
All right. So I'm gonna say it got a little destabilized after Drake attacked it and rolled off it. And it's now kind of like had a lot of weight on it. It's now stumbling. I take that moment where it's stumbling. I take my rapier, which is piercing damage, and I drive it straight through this thing's chest. If it has a heart, straight through the heart, right out the back.
Nice.
Have
He
to kind of
crumples at your feet.
glance to the side.
As the spider legs kind of curl up underneath. You know when a spider dies, so they curl up as
Yeah.
he falls over.
Oh,
and
you know what?
slides
I didn't
off
have a
your
problem with
rapier.
anything until that. I don't have bad imagery. This was actually pretty. Like, I have to make up the same stuff for Faye and Exalted, but I didn't think about doing the spider leg curl. Now it's like,
So now that this thing is dispatched, I still have my rapier. I'm looking left and right. Do I see any other creatures approaching? Anything else watching us?
No, but you can't hear the horses are calming down.
Mm.
They're still upset, but you can definitely tell a drop in panic mode.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip my dagger over in my hand and stab it anyway.
Go for
Okay.
it.
sure.
So I think since you and I are both down here now, and we still have Leora here, how are we going to get back up to the room?
Oh,
How high up is it?
It's a 10 foot from like the bottom of it, so you're looking at to get to the windowsill about 12 foot.
Would it be possible for me to like stand on Drake's shoulders and like pull myself back in?
How tall is Drake? And how tall are you?
Let's see. I'm 6 foot.
I'm 5'9".
So that would make you at about
11.
five, a little
11,
over
9.
five, about 5'1" at the shoulders. Because I want to say a human
Yeah.
head's like 7 inches.
And obviously, I can put my arms higher than my head. So technically, my arms could reach higher than 6 foot.
Wait, hold on. As we're trying to do this, while I've got you up on my shoulders and it hurts like hell, I'm gonna look to my left or my right and go, could you just like climb onto that roof next to us?
I mean, I could, but then I'd have to jump over. That could make a lot of noise, banging on the side of the building.
You're muted or something. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what you said. Uh-oh.
Nope, still dead.
He's losing audio. Oh, dear. What did he do?
He's gone.
Not only is he gone, but when he left, it didn't even make a noise. You're lighting up green, dude, but I'm not hearing you.
Lights are on, but nobody's home.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I heard him.
That's weird. I don't know why it's back now. When I first joined, you guys couldn't hear me. Are we good?
Yes.
I can hear and see you.
So what were you saying?
So Earlier, I was just gonna say, like, while I'm carrying you on my shoulders, and like, could you just get over to the roof? Because then you wouldn't be on my shoulders anymore.
Yeah, but this way you can get me right up to the window. If I go to the roof, I still have to jump over.
Are your arms like 5 feet long?
No, my arms are not 5 feet long.
Can you reach the window?
Can I reach the window now that we're standing right underneath it?
You're going to be right at the edge of it, but you're going to have, you're going to have to either jump, or he's going to have to try to get your feet in his palms and give you that little boost, because you're going to be about 6 inches short. One of the two. Somehow you're going to have to do some athletics checks to do this.
Perhaps this is something that I've seen in the circus, where somebody stands on another's shoulder and then they do like an acrobatic jump.
Well,
flip.
hang on. Before y'all do this,
they catch a ring.
Leor says her headphones died, so she's going to call it, and it is 3:45 here in Texas. Do we want to pause here and pick up next week?
Yeah, I'm good.
Should we at least find out if I manage?
How do we get Nick back in the window?
Yeah, should we maybe just see if I manage to get into the window first?
That's kind of a good cliffhanger, but yeah, if you want, go ahead. Drake, give me an athletics check.
Window hanger.
First off, to get up on his shoulders, I need an athletics check from Drake and athletics or acrobatics from you, Nick, for balance.
Excellent.
Oh yeah.
And does it have to be hidden, or can I share it?
No, you can roll it.
Ooh, it's okay. It's still it's an 18, even though I rolled a 9.
So
I brought my 15 to your 18, man.
Yeah, so you don't drop him or crumple under his weight, and you manage to keep your balance up on top of him. So
Yep.
now I need 2 athletics checks to kind of keep him balanced and help him heave up just a hair as you kind of reach up to grab and pull.
Come on, big money, big money, big money. Ooh, it's only an 8.
I brought it, man. Why?
Well, here's the thing.
You miss the ledge, or you catch the edge and it slips. So give me another. You can do athletics or acrobatics, L, and I need another athletics from you, Drake, so he didn't come to the ground.
Oh.
Ooh,
No.
13.
I'm just.
Come on, it's a 13.
Okay.
13 is not that
Yeah,
bad.
no, that's fine.
I mean,
You
I'm just
managed
gonna
to,
like jump up and punch your ass into the window at this point.
Drake keeps you held up real good, and you manage to you've got the edge of the wall there, so you brace yourself on the wall for extra balance. You're fine. So give me 2 athletics checks again to see if you can get in this time.
I'd still like to argue I could acrobatically jump off his shoulders.
I know you want to do that, but no.
Ooh.
You grab the lip, but
it's slippery, man.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to make a check for not falling, because Drake did good, and you've got the wall there. So one more time.
I'm like, Drake, it's so slippery.
That's what she said.
Can I
Yeah, you just barely slipped off of there.
Oh fuck!
Oh shit! Okay, hang on.
You made me roll enough times. I finally screwed it up.
I have to do really
you
good.
barely got it. Your arms are getting weak at this point. DC's 12.
Come on, big money, no whammy. It's a 15.
You finally, that last, you're just getting weak. Like third time you're trying to heave him, and the weight's starting to wear on the muscles, and he manages to get up and hold on it now, so you can pull yourself in.
Okay.
Yeah, DC was 12. Wasn't super hard, but it's like 11.
I missed it how many times? Acrobat. Okay.
So you get in.
Good night.
I'm inside, and we will pick this up next week.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, anybody that was there.
Good night, everybody.